I did it once, and then I cut someone off, and someone didn't talk for an entire podcast. All right, here. Will you do an intro? I'm going to start. I'm going to clean my glass out.
Yeah, what do you want me to say? What's the intro?
Host this.
I'm hosting your podcast?
Yeah, why not?
All right. It's the Bertcast. What's your website? Bert?
Bertcast.com.
Oh, Bertcast.com. My name's Sam Roberts. I work at SiriusXM. I also do a podcast called The Sam Roberts Show online, which is available at notsam.com. Roland's here with me.
Hello.
He's a talent booker, and we're here in Bert Kreischer's hotel room.
Yeah.
He's cleaning out a glass.
In New York.
Yeah, we're in New York City and brought 2 jugs
What are the difference between the beers?
of beer.
This is the light and the other one's the lager.
Oh, yeah, let's go light. Let's go light and then work our way to lager.
Roland put his mic down already.
Roland!
Not good. This is...
I've been drinking before you.
I did do you guys know who Red Band is?
Yeah, of course, from
I did
Joe Rogan's show.
Yeah, I did an interview with Red Band, and apparently I left a mic live wedged in the couch. So through the entire time, all you hear is everyone was tweeting me and going, "Did you do your podcast on a waterbed?"
You couldn't take the track out or something?
Fucking who knows? I'm so bad at this.
You know.
This is why they hire people. No, I'm not talking.
No,
This.
why?
The beer is delicious.
This is a horrible idea of pouring a beer over my board.
Yeah, well, I think this is why people
Be careful.
end up with podcast networks.
Is this- you think
then
so?
Somebody with the network can set it up for everyone. Like
You don't
there's a
think this
tech
is?
guy.
You don't think this is precious?
Phony.
You don't think this is? God damn it!
Are you all right?
This fucking bag. I undid all my. Okay, here we go.
How long are you going to be here?
I leave tomorrow morning.
How long have you been here?
I just got here yesterday.
Why would you have a bag that big?
Because
You're literally, like, you have like a bag that one moves to a new town in.
I travel heavy.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing: is I was doing a segment for, I guess I can say it, for GMA,
Okay.
and I needed to have props. So I don't fucking even start. So
Because what did you do?
I had to
Like
props. I was much more highbrow.
Like a travel guy?
Yeah, like don't bring it up. I had to have
there and
props.
chalkboard?
I wanted it to be cute, and everyone agreed that it would be better if, when I presented these vacation options, we had something that was a little more visual than just me talking about it. So I dressed up these. I brought clothes for me to dress up in. You'll see it. It airs tomorrow. I brought clothes for me to dress up in, but then what happened is they had 3 kids under the age of 4 who were, they're just kids, and they were running everywhere during my presentation. You should watch it just to see how chaotic this shoot was. These kids were like wired, and then they broke into my bag and started putting on my clothes and walking into the room. So they ruined my props. So then I just started incorporating them into the props, and I gave them the bread, and I put berets on them.
So when you went to GMA with your props,
I didn't know it was.
You took the whole bag, so you brought all your luggage.
I felt like what a prop comic would feel like. I brought all my luggage too, and they started.
Why wouldn't you leave the clothes in the hotel?
Because it was so much easier just to do that. And then I had my iPad, and they started going through my iPad, and I was like, whoa. Someone just found out who Rocco Siffredi's is. Stop.
Yeah, you could have just taken everything except the props out of the bag.
I could have. I definitely could have.
Including your pornography-filled iPad.
No, who knows what's on that iPad?
Yeah.
I had a picture
Those
of
kids
me.
do.
I was pulling up where they're staying because it looks good on an iPad, and I'm doing the hand movements, and but I think it'll work. So I go tomorrow to do the live segment.
Oh, and then you'll throw to tape?
We'll throw to tape, yeah.
That's what they say.
Me, Sam, and Laura.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Sam Champion?
Sam Champion. He's my fucking hero.
Do you watch GMA?
No, I'm on GMA all the time. I do GMA.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do GMA a lot. I do GMA. I think you have to get... I don't know. I've used to do both, and then now I just do GMA.
You mean both? Meaning you used to do the Today Show as well?
Today Show and GMA, but now I just do GMA.
Because the ratings are better?
I guess. Yeah, I think.
It's like the late night wars.
Matt Lauer made this off-color Asian joke to me, and I was like,
it's too much.
I was like, listen, man. No,
I don't
I'm totally joking, by the way.
I don't know what you've heard about my humor, man. This is not
Wrong guy, wrong place. Easy. No. I did have some notorious. I have my one story that is kind of I've told before, but I don't think I've ever told on a podcast. Mm-hmm. Maybe I did. I don't know. I wonder who
listens to every podcast anyway.
I do.
Oh.
Yeah, I listen to. Do you guys listen to any podcasts?
Well, I mean, I don't listen to any podcast regularly. Like, I don't listen every week, but like, I'll listen to yours sometimes. I'll listen to Rogan's sometimes. I'll listen to Bobby's sometimes.
I listened to Rogan's today walking. I walked down to do Bobby's. I listened to Bobby's. I listened to Rogan's today. He had a dude. I thought it was the professional skateboarder or professional BMX dude, Ben Hoffman. But it was.
He's a comedian. Ben,
he's a comedian.
From the Ben
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah, I was like expecting him to talk about skateboarding. He goes, I got a new show on Comedy Central. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
I didn't know you were funny.
I was like, this guy's got a good wit about him. And
Eating
but I
pussy,
think-
sucking dick, and kicking ass.
Is that the name of his show?
No, that's his song.
He's got a song that's called Eating Pussy, Sucking Dick, and Kicking Ass?
Yeah.
And you
love it.
imagine how much more better you would think that guy was if he was also a professional BMX rider.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that a different... It's Matt Hoffman is what I'm thinking of.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So I was excited, and then I was like, this is not
By the
going
way,
anywhere.
Why would a professional BMX rider be talking about skateboarding?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
BMX riders.
I don't listen. I realize sometimes like people will ask me a question and I will either agree to the answer or answer it and not and actually hear it come out of my mouth and go, that was the wrong answer or that was incorrect, but I won't go back and edit it. I'll just go, yep, that's now the truth.
It's not my opinion at all.
That's not my opinion
I
at
just
all. Yeah,
agreed
yeah.
to something that I've said in the past.
I called the Olive Tree Cafe the Olive Garden today. I said this is right above the Olive Garden, and Bobby was like, I want it to be called that now. So I listen to Rogan's. I listen to you when it's just you talking to your cats.
You like that?
Oh, fucking don't you love the I mean, look, there's something great obviously about a show like O&A or Stern where it's produced, they got their guests, they got their fucking segments. What do? Do you like write
O&A?
out bits for them?
For O&A?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised at how unorganized it is. For O&A, like on a typical day, I'll go early in the morning and I'll just find stuff online or based on stuff I watched on TV the night before, whatever.
Did you guys cover the Steubenville thing?
What's that, the rape case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim was probably all over that.
That's what it was, yeah. And that's the other thing. We have to predict what news stories they're going to attach themselves to. So I'll be looking at their Twitter feeds to see if there's something that they're super into to get a whole bunch of
So wait, can I predict? Can I predict? So Jim was all over. Jim was very. I obviously. I have a hard time finding fucking O&A on SiriusXM now because I feel like you guys have changed stations like 9 times.
Yeah.
That's kind of a dick move. You should have kept it at 202.
And we're on 2 different channels. We're on...
What?
So there's one channel on XM, it's a different channel on Sirius.
Yeah, and so I have Sirius in my truck, XM in my Mercedes, the newer Mercedes we just got, brand new, pimped out.
Oh my God.
No, I'm
You
kidding.
bragging, or-
It's a 2000. It was a gift from my mom.
It was her old car.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not going to drive it anymore.
It was a gift to my wife because she was pregnant. We couldn't afford a car, and we didn't want her driving a Civic. So, fuck. I hate that I'm too honest. So,
I don't.
so I do because there should be some. I want people to think I'm better than I am. So, so yeah. Every time I get on a car, it's a different station. I never can fucking find it. And then I always text, "Hey, does anyone know what channel O&A is on?" And then everyone's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah,
and
you
so I'm
asshole.
like, "Yeah." And so then, and O&A fans are so like generous and kind.
Oh, generally,
And,
yeah.
And so it's like so easy to deal with.
Well,
so
like I
ju-
know,
yeah.
like after every show, I just scan through my Twitter feed and great job today, Sam. Man, you sounded like $1 million. It's always just so beautiful and shiny.
More Roland on the show.
Like I never question what the fuck am I doing here? Why am I doing this to myself? Ever. It's always wonderful. But yeah,
so-
you could just use presets too.
I
Like in
could,
the car,
I could, but I'm not home enough to honestly. And if I had a nickel for every time I had to call back in and give them a new credit card number or reauthorize my account, fucking exhausting.
Well, we give you free subscription.
Please, why not? Yes.
Yes.
Well, too bad I just renewed it.
Doesn't matter. Just cancel. Just cancel your credit card.
Yeah. Oh, good.
And then I'll give you free
and then I get to deal with all the other people that have my like. They're like American Airlines. We need new credit card information, motherfucker. So yeah. So
yeah.
Jim probably was pro. He was. I know Jim is extremely anti-bully, and what he believes those those guys did to that girl, Jim sees less. I would say as a sexual assault case, and more as like fucking unfair for humans to do to other humans.
You know what? it became, actually, because at first Jim, he said that, I don't know, because he said it was fingers instead of a dick. So he said, I think that to him, he said that's sexual assault, but I don't know if it's rape. But it moved forward into, I don't know if you saw the clip of CNN.
No.
They had this news report where they're talking about the rape case and everything. But their angle on it was both the anchor and the reporter are sitting there going, you know, it was really emotional to watch the lives of these men fall apart. You know, they were great athletes,
What
great
the
students.
fuck does that have to do with it?
And they do this whole kind of sympathy thing for the guys.
And nothing for the girl.
They weren't talking about the girl. They were talking about how the lives of these men are changed
Hold on.
forever.
Let's start for a second. No one had sex with her?
No, they put their fingers in her.
That's still bullshit.
I mean, I call it rape.
You're not allowed to drug somebody. That's
No, you can't drug people.
Can't drug people and drag them around like it's Weekend at Bernie's. This isn't a fucking movie. This is life.
No,
that
especially
girl,
if they're naked.
She was naked?
She was naked. Like, there are pictures that are all blurred out and everything. But, like, this chick's naked, and
I was afraid to Google the pictures because I thought it would be like looking for child pornography. I swear to God.
you can't look. You have to look for news stories and then hope that the pictures will be in them. You can't be like, Steubenville photo.
Yeah.
No.
Nude, underage.
Yeah, just looking for a non-pixelated version.
Non-pixelated, illegal, highly
Yeah, you can't.
NSFW.
But, like, there's photos of these guys. They're scumbags. They're horrible. The girl is, like, passed out on the ground, and they've each got one leg in their hand. Like, picking her legs up and spreading her legs, and there's video of these guys.
What fucking idiots tweet it?
Ugh. And there's video of them talking about, like making fun of her for being dead because she was that passed out.
Then I saw the video of those guys talking shit about it the next day.
Yeah.
I saw that video, but I saw that like 3 months ago. Can I tell you the real responsibility? I feel like I was on Rogan the day that kind of broke with Anonymous, and Rogan talked about it, and I agreed with him. I thought that was horrible. I think here's the thing. I think I'm going to speak very broad-stroked in this. I think not every guy, but a lot of guys have had at least one sketchy situation where you either decide to do the right thing or the wrong thing. I think if you're a guy like me who's partied a lot, you've seen those situations a number of times. But those are the defining moments in your life where you get to stand up and make a decision and go, I am not a fucking rapist.
Yeah.
I am not a guy who runs a train on a girl.
Yeah.
I'm not a guy who runs a threesome with two dudes. That's even sketchy for me. And I know there are guys who are like, no, that's not sketchy. It is sketchy. Two dudes and one girl. I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah, especially if it's not like, it's one thing. I feel like if you've been in a relationship for a few years, not that this has ever happened to me.
Yeah.
But if you've been in a relationship for a few years and it's something you've planned,
yeah, that's
I
fine.
can see that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, whatever. You're
it's
trying
like,
to add some spice.
Yeah, but if it's like, you know, and there are guys that disagree with this, but if you're on the road and you and your feature act run a train on a girl, that's a little scary. And she's drunk, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like how that works out. And I know there are girls that are like, hey, I dig it, but I'm not. It's not personal. I definitely have had times where I've been fucking wasted, and the girl's been fucking wasted, and I've actually stopped because I was like, I do not know I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I'd rather pass out as opposed to wake up awkward. Just that weird fucking.
Yeah.
But I'm also only had sex with 6 chicks, so
You've only had sex with 6 girls?
Yeah.
I would assume.
I know.
Yeah, your whole deal was
Machine. Ooh.
Yeah, no, the machine didn't fuck girls in the Russian mafia. He just that story defines who I am. I am not the guy that pulls the trigger. I can't talk to her.
Were you just too busy getting fucked up?
No, I
Like
fucking
getting
have
drunk?
I have intimacy issues, and I have and I can't turn it off. Like I can't turn off the part of me that. We're doing a really horrid job pouring this beer.
You mean you grab that?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I can't turn off the part of me that wants acceptance through comedy or through like friendship.
Like you want to be performing.
Right. I can't. Well, I don't have I get uncomfortable when it's intimacy issues. My wife says it's intimacy issues. The part of me where you get her laughing, you get her back to the room, and then you like lay her down on the bed. I don't have that. I have a really hard time closing the deal. I've dated chicks for like a month and not kissed them. Like
a month?
Oh yeah. It's me and another dude talked about it in college. Like it is either meant to be or it's not. And if it's not, within the first few days, it just won't happen.
So you're not like a one-night stand guy?
No, I've had them, but they never were good.
Because you were awkward?
Well, first of all, I climax way too fast. That's the polite way of saying that.
Plus, you've only had 6 vaginas, so it's like any one of those
Well,
when it's new is like, what the?
Yeah, well, vaginas are like fucking mid-sized cars. Once you've been in one, they're all the same.
You think so?
Yeah. There's not. I've never. I mean.
Yeah, but you don't really know that because you've only been in 6.
How many have you had?
5. I don't you know that. Yeah, but I'm assuming. But see, this is why I'm sitting there going like I think, because I don't drink and I've never drank.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I was drinking, I probably wouldn't be so into finding girlfriends who, because I want people to fall in love with me.
Yeah.
So you can't. So like, when I meet a girl, like my whole thing is I want this girl to fall in love with me, and I just focus on the one girl, right?
Yeah.
And so so it's a slow process. But that's my entire 20s. Like I spent like trying to make 5 girls fall in love with me. But I assume that
I want girls to fall in love with me too. Like that's what I wanted that too. So like,
but I assume guys like you who are
I
like
know.
animals.
That's the weird thing that people like. That's the weird thing that I always felt like was a detriment to me is I look like a guy that fucks a lot of chicks. Like,
And you act like a guy that fucks a lot of chicks.
I just act like a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My act isn't like heavily pussy. Maybe it is heavily pussy.
But in the sense that, like, generally speaking, booze, partying,
Yes.
taking your shirt off,
Yes.
being the guy that's the life of the party.
Yeah.
The life of the party is supposed to go home with a girl.
Yeah,
at the
but
end
the
of
life of the
night.
party a lot of the times ends up smoking weeds on the 50-yard line with his buddies, talking about fuck that bitch. Like,
Yeah.
Like, but the life of the party also ends up in bizarre party situations where one girl's too wasted, and then what happens? This is the weird part about my personality that I don't think enough people that my wife sees, but I don't. Or I don't show enough of, maybe, is like I was definitely the guy when the girl was too wasted that I would pull her to the side and go, let me get you home. And and other dudes would be like, way to fucking ruin the party. That chick would have fucked all of us. And you're like, yeah, but not like willingly. Like, I don't think she was into it. Like, I remember one time being in a situation where I actually said, guys, this feels a little rapey. And everyone was like, why would you use that word? So
It's a mood killer, isn't it?
yeah, it's a definite buzzkill.
Yeah.
I was in a threesome once, and
You were?
Oh, and it started with tequila and ended with tears. No one wanted to be in it. It was like fucking
Whose tears?
Not mine.
Okay.
One of the girls was dating, and she was not cool with it, and the other girl was. I mean, it was so fucking complicated that I can't even talk about it. I would never even talk about it because it's so fucking complicated. But yeah, fucking. But it's not me. So Steubenville. Now, what was Opie probably didn't have an opinion.
So the whole thing went back to smashing the way CNN covered it.
So that's okay.
And and Jim's been on a rampage tweeting.
I think I did see
The
Candy
CNN
Crowley.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
I didn't know. I heard that he didn't want her. I won't repeat his tweet, but yeah, I heard some of them. Some of them are aggressive.
I would say the tweets were a little rapey at times.
If not, just a tad bit suggestive. But okay. So then that's what you do when you go to do
you
the
go
show.
and you try to see if anything overnight got them all riled up. Like if Ant is mad at something, Al Sharpton said. Then you go and find, which is not uncommon.
Yeah.
You go and find that clip of Al Sharpton saying it, so they have the clip. And I go and just try to find some audio clips that they'd be interested in. Try to find some video clips that they'd be interested in. And then we just give them audio clips and news articles that we think they would like to talk about. And then wait and see if they talk about it.
Now, how many guys are on the production team?
6 total. So there's.
I haven't listened I haven't listened since in all honesty, I don't think I've listened since I've been on.
How come?
I think just I've been working a lot.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get XM Sirius. I to be dead honest with you, man, if there was a way to download it into a podcast format where I could just click it and download it, I would definitely do it. But I definitely do it the same way I do podcasts, where it's like guest friendly. Like when I see guys like Colin on, I get fucking excited.
Yeah.
I've bought those episodes.
Yeah.
Or Colin or Patrice or like Nick DiPaolo. One of my favorite ones was Nick DiPaolo and Mike Birbiglia, and Mike Birbiglia starts to do a
Angry
bit.
Mike Birbiglia. Evil.
Was that what was he?
Yeah, he turned.
He did, didn't
he was very nice, and then you could tell slowly he got
because
evil.
Voss kind of started shitting on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Voss did, and then and Nick DiPaolo goes, "Oh, here we go with a story, a bit," and Mike goes, "This isn't a bit," and Nick DiPaolo's like, "I've been doing comedy for 20 fucking years. Don't ever tell me I don't know what a bit sounds like." And he goes, "Go ahead, do your bit," and he goes, "It's not a bit," and he goes, "Okay, I'll tell you. Go ahead, start it." And Birbiglia starts doing his thing. He goes, "Here's a bit," and there's the punchline. That's the ending. It's the truth. It's the way that show works. Is you cannot do you can't do a bit.
It's really tough for comedians doing O&A because either like you came in knowing the show, so it was probably a little easier for you.
It was a little easier, but it's still hard because they don't know me and like
they're ready to cremate people at a moment's notice.
I never understand that. I am so uncomfortable with confrontation. I never understand that part of the show where like Opie like he loves. If he could have confrontation, I think he would rather confrontation. Like when he threw the fucking dominoes at the girl. Do you remember that?
Yeah, like see, like I love confrontation.
Oh, I fucking hate it. It makes me so uncomfortable.
But I only like confrontation with people who I know well. Like I hate confrontation. Like I don't like I wouldn't like the first time I met you.
Yeah.
If you were like not great on on my show, I would probably try to pick you up as much as I could and just get through it and like, you know what I mean? Just try to do whatever I could to ingratiate you to the audience. But like if you were a buddy of mine or if you were a coworker, then I would just sit there listening to you, waiting to pick apart anything that you said wrong.
I see what you're saying.
So it's like I like it like as I meet people, we go through this like phase of like, okay, I didn't know you first. Okay, now we're friends. Okay, now I'm being a dick.
Yeah, I don't like confrontation in any respect. Like it makes me massively uncomfortable in the weirdest way.
It does.
Yeah. Oh, I like. Yeah.
See, I like public confrontation because like I hate. That's why I like radio so much. Like I like having everything out open, so it's like there's no going back on what you said. Your opinion's right there. Like you said,
my opinion changes 9
and
times.
There's a record of it.
My opinion changes more than the history of me. Like my opinion changes fucking daily.
Yeah.
Like I fucking say one thing and then all of a sudden I'm like, no, I totally disagree with what I just thought. Like I can disagree with myself like in the moment. But there are people that know what they want, know what they say, and then they know what they fucking do it, and they're like, that's what I want.
Like I like holding people to that, and at the very least. You know, if we got into a confrontation.
Tucker Carlson. Tucker Mack.
Oh, yeah.
See, something like that is great because everybody would want to call the guy out. And Tucker Max is the guy who, I mean, he has this website and he's got all these books and he writes all these stories about hooking up with girls and partying and stuff like that. And he's not telling the truth. He's lying.
His lies... The frustrating thing about his lies are they're blatant.
Right.
They are.
So let me ask you then. So he was on O&A.
I listened to that and I had to turn it off. I couldn't listen to it anymore.
Because he's telling his stories and they start going, oh, really? And everyone, Opie, Anthony, and Jim in the room at the same time, they all kind of figure out that he's lying. And they all get on this like sort of synergetic movement of, okay, this is where we're going. And they start asking him questions, and they start like playing sound bites.
Yeah, and they're like, "But you shit your pants outside. How did you get back in?" Like it just It was watching a chronic liar lie on top of lies, and it just becomes uncomfortable.
Yeah. And he cried. He was crying at the end.
He cried?
He cried.
He left the studio. Opie goes, "Hey, Tucker," threw the book. Tucker turned around and hit him right in the head. And Tucker fell to his knees and started crying.
That fucking. But here's the thing. Yeah. Here's the thing that I will, because I've consistently been waiting for someone to say to me, all my stories are lies. Because
that's what I was going to ask you. As somebody who's got a reputation
of telling outrageous stories.
Yeah, and being that college party guy, when you go to do a show like O&A, are you worried that they're going to be sitting there waiting for you to, even if you forgot a detail or you said something wrong, waiting to call you a liar?
I did not think about that. I didn't think about that then, but definitely because I didn't expect to tell the machine story. Mm-hmm. I just expected to go and hang out. And then the second I sat down, Opie's like, "What's the machine story?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be. Let me say it this way. I was nervous after that story got really big because I was like, a story's a story. For me, I just tell it on stage. The only thing I'm married to is the comedy part of that story. That's the only thing. I will sacrifice small details to get a laugh. I'll sacrifice. I'll withhold material in that story to raise the stakes. Now, that story, out of all the stories I have, probably the bone structure is probably the most integral because I say this now. It is a true story that it did happen to me, and people did witness it. So I can't really change it too much because I'm afraid that those people that witnessed it are going to go, well, that's fucking bullshit. But up until this is after O&A and after I got my book deal and I started doing this documentary, I started telling the story a lot, and I started going like, I started really thinking like how much of it's true? Because as any story goes, the more you tell it, the more kind of you listen to any two people tell the same story about what happened the night. They both have drastically different stories.
Right.
So I started going, fuck. Started really thinking about it. Then I was in Seattle or Portland, and I get there. I'm with my documentary film crew, and there's a dude who is from the train. He was on the train when I robbed it, and he's sitting in the front row.
Wow.
And I'm like, now, trust me, in my heart, when I tell you a story, I am not making up. I can't put in things that didn't happen. If I do, they're outrageous. We're like, and then I stabbed him in the heart. But like, I can't really take a real leap of faith in material and just lie to you. That just is not part of my genetic makeup. I will stretch the truth to get a laugh out of you, but I'd never lie. But now I'm sitting on stage.
You're the guy who drives the drunk girl home.
Yeah.
Not the liar.
Yeah, I'm not the guy that told you he fucked her. I'm the one that says, no, I didn't fuck her.
Yeah.
And I'm a loser. I'm fine with being that. There are two types of stories every human being tells. In their story, they're either the hero or the loser. If you listen to people tell stories, in their story, they're either the hero in the story or the loser. They either fucking come away like fucking David going, I took down Goliath, or they're like Moses, like, well, I mean, I think I parted it. So, Moses is probably a bad example. But anyway, I'm always the guy that's the loser in my story. I'm always the fuck ups. And I just really realized that the other day listening to people tell stories. So he's sitting in the front row. I recognize him. And as I'm telling the story, I'm watching his face, like out of my peripheral vision, going like, he's not laughing. And he's kind of like nodding and looking off to the side and listening. So I get done the story and I go, is your name DJ? And he goes, yeah. Now, my documentary film crew's there. They're all in the audience. They're filming all of this. And I know more than anything, I want this movie to sell. And if we have a great fucking moment where I bring this motherfucker on stage and he calls me out as a liar, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck.
Which, by the way, people are absolutely going to think that was a setup, having that guy in the audience for the documentary.
Yeah, I guess they will now that I say that.
But, I mean, now you're on the record of...
I mean,
not only did it not occur to you to set it up, it didn't even occur to you that once it happened, people would perceive it that
I didn't even think that. Yeah, and he's in the fucking front row. He's in the front. He's literally at my toes. Yeah, that does look really suspect. Why did we put him in the fucking back? I should have had some foresight. And be like, hey, listen, real quick, can you hop to the back? I'm going to call you up to the front.
Yeah.
No, so I go, DJ, right? And he's like, yep. I go, DJ, guys, this is really special. This guy, if I'm not mistaken, DJ was on the train that night. He was like, yeah. Now the crowd is silent. I go, DJ, come on up on stage. I go, honestly, now I did put him in extenuating circumstances by putting him on the spot like this, but I figured it's a fuck. If he's there to see if I'm lying about it, he'll have no problem doing this. There are people that did confrontation, and he's sitting in the front row of my show, and I go, listen, man, I have no ownership to what. I don't care what you say. I want you to tell the truth. 100%. That is more important to me. I have a film crew here, but how much of that Russian mob story is true? And I hand him the mic, and it's like that moment of fucking just waiting for him to call me out, and he goes...
This is the moment where, in the movie you're making, this could easily turn into something new, like, it turns out I was lying, and I had no idea I was lying the whole time. I don't know what's wrong with me.
And he fucking grabs the mic, takes a second, and he goes, 100% true. And as soon as he said that, it's like all this fake guilt I've had over telling this amazing fucking story is relieved. And I'm like, fucking told you, bitches.
And nobody's doubting you.
Yeah, and then no one's ever doubted me. It's me in my head. It's like the time my buddy Kirk stole money from my buddy Blair, and I lived with Blair, and I felt guilty like I stole the money. But I knew I hadn't stole it, but everyone thought I stole it because I was like, they're like, how's he getting money? And I was like, I called my dad. And so I go, and then he comes up. I won't even know something crazier. He comes up at the end of the show. We hang out backstage, meet his fiance. He hands me pictures from the Russian trip, and he's like, this is a picture of Igor. And then I show a picture of Igor. I show a picture. It was the coolest fucking moment. He's like, yeah, I've been in touch with a lot of those kids from the trip. They've all reached out. They've heard the story. They think it's so fucking cool that you're a stand-up now. And it was like, and then I start going like, what's wrong with my personality that I would lay in bed and think someone would call me a liar, and I'd think of defenses of how I defend it. Because I'm just not lying. Like,
right.
That's all there is to it. I'm just telling it was an amazing fucking story that happened to me. So yes, when I saw that Tucker Max thing, I wasn't even telling the machine story when I saw that.
Yeah.
That wasn't even out. I hadn't even told it. I had told it in life because it had happened, 15 years ago. I had told it on like on Loveline, and I had told it on like Elliot in the Morning.
But it didn't blow up until you told it on Rogan.
I told it on Rogan, and it fucking took off. And it was like, it changed everything. All of a sudden, I'm the machine.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because I have no ownership to the story. It's just a story that was told, that I told, that it just happened. And I never really but yeah. So that definitely runs through my head. And when my book comes out, I'm sure people are going to go, really? Like, really? You're telling me that, like the Van Wilder story is another one where I go, these are all things that are told to me. And National Lampoon sat down in a room and said, yes, they said that, but I still have no fucking ownership of that. I always wonder when the dude who wrote the movie is going to come out and go, bullshit, because why would he ever go, he's right, I stole it.
And it's funny, too, because like when I've asked you about the Van Wilder thing, I don't know if it was one of the times we talked on the radio or on my podcast or whatever, you say, yeah, it was about me, but you do it in a way where you're trying to get past it.
I don't want to, I hate, first of all, it's something I had nothing to do with. I had no involvement with. I didn't write the script. I just had Oliver Stone. Even when I met Oliver Stone, I was gun shy to tell him because I was like, what if he doesn't remember? Then I look like a liar. Oliver Stone optioned the rights. It was a free option through a guy named Jody something was my agent. He was a writing agent, and it was through me and the writer. They optioned the rights. They started the writing the scripts. All the dudes wrote the scripts, and then Will Smith signed me to a development deal. And Will was very adamant, if he doesn't play in this movie, we're going to kill this project. I don't want this project going. We want him to star in this if he's going to be in our sitcom. They wanted it to blow up. And they're like, no one's ever going to fucking hire him to star in a movie. Project died. All the writers got their intellectual property back, and the one dude took his and sold it to National Lampoon. Now, the two variations I have is Walt Becker, who's the director, his girlfriend was taking pictures with my roommate. That's how I learned about all of it.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, my boyfriend's writing a movie or working on a movie about the number one party animal in the country, and he's going to this school. And my roommate goes, oh, my roommate is the number one party. It was written up in Rolling Stone. And she goes, oh, my boyfriend just read that article. Like, the movie's based on that guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, whoa. And then my roommate told me, I was like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, and then I looked, then the movie came out and everyone wanted to sue, but the movie was a flop, so no one sued.
Van Wilder was a flop?
Yeah, it was a flop in the theaters. It's a cult classic now.
Yeah.
But it was a flop in the theaters, so everyone's like, fuck it. Bertcast is like, two people. There are two types of people in this business, those who sue and those who work. Which one do you want to be? I was like, you can be Crispin Glover, who sued and you haven't seen since.
Yeah.
Or you can be fucking Michael J. Fox.
I mean, don't insult Willard that much.
God, I never got married to that movie.
The rap movie.
And then I went to National Lampoon with Kevin Couch, who is a real person and has since reached out and said, how cool that you bring my name up every time you tell the story. Mm-hmm. And I sat with him and we brought in the execs and we had them sit down and I told them this story just like that, and they heard it and they went, oh my God, cut the mics. What do you want? Are you going to sue us? And I was like, no. I go, I just want to be able to tell this and know I'm not lying. And they're like, okay.
That's cheap for us. You can have it.
Yeah. They're like, done. Okay, tell it all you want. I don't give a shit. They're like, you want to do a radio show partying with the original Van Wilder? And I was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. So, but I don't know what it is. It's the same thing. I don't know what it is, but you're right. And when I promote my book, I'm just going to have to get drunk and just barrel through and go, look, fuck you. They happened. Yeah. I thought Will Smith wanted to have sex with me. I fucking smoked PCB with Tracy Morgan. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know how that works. But like, that's still, even that, like, I don't, whatever, Like I don't even like that story out there because what if he fucking hears it? He's not gonna remember. But Tony Woods was there. Thank God Tony Woods was there.
So it's just interesting because it seems.
And for the record, it was. I don't know if it was PCP. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I don't want to get sued about anything.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? And who knows if that story's even real? Who fucking knows?
Probably made
Jesus
up.
Christ.
They all
Yeah,
are.
fuck it.
But it's just funny because like everybody loves that. That's the whole process. Is like you're getting famous off of a handful of stories. Like there are stories that people attach themselves to that they love of yours, and that's what's making you well known. But the more famous you get from the stories, you're just aware that the next wave is when people start coming in. No, he's fucking lying.
Yeah.
He's
Someone's got to say that. Someone has to be thinking that, and I know that, and I understand that, and there's no rebuttal. I can't. When someone says to you, "You're not married," let me say that to me after my shows. They're like, "There's no way you're really married." The natural answer is, "Well, you're a fucking moron."
Right.
I apologize. I don't know how to fix that.
I'm certainly married.
I'm definitely married. It's not for my act. I don't make this up so that I have a bit about kids. But people believe that. And then people go, there's no way that Russian mob story happens. And here's the other part of that I will say definitively. I had a great story. I had like 3 great stories when I was very young that were about 3 fights that I used to tell back to back to back. And then DC Benny, you know who DC Benny is?
I know the name. I'm sure I do.
Oh yeah.
He's a comic in the Village in New York. Yeah. And he told me you should just combine them. We were doing a storytelling room. He's like, you should just combine them. Just put them all and make it about one story. Like, that would be great. And so I was like, okay. So I combined the stories, and I told one story about that. And I was really proud of my writing process that I had created this one event and combined all this, and I had made it even better. I had really thrown in some real. I was really proud of myself, and I got done. And there was a guy. I think his name's Gary Hess or Gary Mann. He used to book Aspen.
Okay,
and he came up to me and he was fucking glowing. He was like, hey, man, I want to say it's Gary Mann. I know he now works at Comedy Central, but I want to say it was Gary Mann. I'm not sure. But he comes up. The guy worked for Aspen. He was like, man, my name's da-da-da. I work at Aspen. He gave me his card, and he goes, in that fucking fight story with, I hate to say this now, but it was like a special needs kid and this short kid named Hollywood Court. And he goes, that is one of the fucking best stories I've ever heard. And I was like, oh, thanks. And he's like, is that true? And I was like, no, I wrote it. And he went, oh, and walked away. And I went, note to self, never say it's not true again. Yeah. I was like, fuck. This guy was so excited. All I had to say is yes. But I'd be lying.
Right. You
and I couldn't do that. I could not tell. And there's stories that I tell that I get caught up in the truth. I get caught up in I don't know if you've I won't do this about the stories I'm telling on stage right now, but a lot of times I'll tell the story and then I'll go back and I'll go, let me tell you how that really ended. Because I get caught up in the truth, like the fighting the black guy at night. Do you ever hear that story? I used to have a story about fighting a black guy at night. It's like fighting Predator and just and then I win the fight. It's on my hour special. If you want, go to iTunes and download it, or Amazon.com. And I throw the last punch. My hair lands in his hand lands in his hair, and I go, "This is a very important life lesson. White people pay attention. Black people, when you rub in the right place, fall asleep, much like a crocodile." And so what's so funny is that I had such a problem with people thinking that whole story was made up, that I would end up telling the truth of how that fight ended, which wasn't pleasant. So, but I would end up taking a fucking
as like a
hot one.
Just so you know.
Yeah, just so you know, this is really how that ended. And then I'd tell it, and it would get a couple laughs, but it didn't end as big as that. I should have just ended it and moved on, but I was so fucking concerned that people thought the whole thing was bullshit because the end was bullshit, and the whole thing was so fucking true that my buddy Cow had found the guy on MySpace and fucking was going to have him in studio. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. He was like, thought it was a bit. I go, this is a real fucking dude who I fist fought. The last time I saw him, he was kicking my ass. The last thing I want to do is see him now in the fucking cloak of failure I'm sure he drags around with him everywhere.
Yeah, and seeing you successful.
Yeah. Telling a story about him. Yeah, that's subtly inappropriate.
Yeah.
So
your book is going to be all your stories.
All my stories, and I've had to. That's the other thing, is that you start going like you write your proposal, and it's got all your stories that you've told that people know, And those are what sell it. And then they're like, all right, let's keep going. And then you're like, ooh, I'm not as interesting on paper as I really am. Like, I guess I might have oversold myself. Like, I've told my great stories. You've heard them. Yeah. But then I go, what about the, like, that's what separates a writer from a great writer is a guy who can take a story that's not so great and then really turn it into something that's fucking a great story. Right. So now I've taken, like, I've taken smaller stories, and I'm not the kind of guy. The other thing about by the way, I just realized I actually did turn this into a podcast where you interview me.
Yeah, I know.
I fucking can't. I just realized that you were completely interviewing me.
Yeah.
This is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
This is great.
That's where we're both most comfortable.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm going, okay, I find this interesting.
So I'm also not the kind of person that remembers a lot of my stories. Uh-huh. Like I am definitely that guy that is at a party and someone goes, "Did you guys know the story about when Bert did this?" Like that whole Rolling Stone article is the perfect example of me. I read it and I was like, "Oh shit, I did do that. Oh, I forgot about that."
Right.
But I'm usually in the moment. I'm drinking, and what I think is very casual fun, everyone else sees as outrageous wildness, and so I'm like, I don't remember a lot of my stories. So a lot of
because as they're happening, you're like, well, I mean, this is whatever.
It's not that big of a deal.
People watching, they're going, oh my God, like tomorrow they're talking about it, and you were just like, I don't know, it just happened. I don't want to make a big deal out of this.
Right. The Russian mob story, I got in so much trouble for that when we got back to St. Petersburg. Uh-huh. And I kind of wanted to forget about it. I wanted to just like blend back in and not be the kid that was fucking things up or robbing the other kids. I just wanted to have fun. And then when I got home...
Or robbing the other kids.
And then when I got home, my girlfriend had, for 5 years had cheated on me. And so... I never really told that story much to like my friends. Like I never like went out braggadociously of it. I told it to like my close group. When we get drunk, I'd be like, "Oh, I have a good story." I never really told much of it, you know. So, like, I'm kind of like I have been digging deep of like what are good stories, and thankfully it's like, you know, and it's the whole book is about party, like fucking outrageous party, kind of. Life of the party stories.
But so, you don't get so it's all about partying. It's not about the fact that you've only been with like 6 women.
That's in there because
but not really.
It's in there because I felt like it needed to be in there because I wanted my losing my virginity story is absolutely horrific.
How old were you?
17, and it is like American Pie worthy of bad. Like
really?
Oh,
I'm
fucking
assuming you
bad.
want to save it for the book.
Yeah, I'll save it for the book.
You don't want to blow it.
So,
now.
but I had then I started realizing like all my stories, and I had to go through all my stories about women, and it kind of molded into a nice story, a fun story about sexuality and whatnot.
So, are you going to be okay? Because I know, based on the conversations that we've had, that you don't like necessarily telling the story. Like, you don't like it when somebody's heard a story that you've told, and they ask you to tell it. I feel, especially the more famous ones, I feel like that you're not comfortable when they're like, yeah, tell me this story. And I think it's probably because you're worried about the stuff we were just talking about. Are you prepared to put out a book and go on a press tour where the whole thing is going to be, tell me the machine story?
I am prepared for that. I am prepared for that because I don't mind telling them. I don't mind telling them, but it's like I would never. Yeah, I don't mind telling them. I don't mind telling them at all. I like telling stories, and I enjoy telling stories, and the art form of telling stories is fun. But you're right in that. Am I prepared for it? Not at all. Like,
because I think you like telling stories on your terms. Like you like telling stories on stage.
I like telling stories when I get excited about a story.
Right.
Yeah, and so hopefully
but you don't like it when you sit down and I'm like, yeah, tell a Will Smith story. People love it.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? That's not a setup. I don't know what you're going to say.
I like when it feels organic. I don't want people to sit back and go, here we go. Here's a good story. But I love the art of storytelling. Mm-hmm. For me, is so neat that and I think the machine story taught me how to tell a story because I did it on Rogan, and Rogan's like, you got to do that on fucking stage. I'm your friend. This is what happens when you tell a great story. If you do not tell that on stage, I will fucking every time I see you, I will haunt you until you tell it. And then went on his podcast because he saw him the next time. I go, I'm still not telling it. And he goes, everyone listening to this podcast, I want you to go to Bert's show and I want you to yell the machine until he tells the story. He's like, Bert Kreischer is only to be referred as one thing. It's the machine or powerful Bert Kreischer, and you fucking yell the machine. You yell the machine until he tells his fucking story. So I was forced to learn how to tell a story that's 12 minutes long on stage.
Yeah.
And I learned the base art. I'm not a great storyteller, but I'm definitely good enough to do it for a living. So I learned how to like weave it and pull back and heighten things and without lying, with telling, keeping the roots of a story true. So that's the fucking. Now I love storytelling. And when you go do a radio, you got to learn how to tell it clean and.
Yeah, but you have to learn how to tell it clean, and then if say you end up on GMA to promote this book, you got to tell that story in 2.5 minutes. Not
they asked me
minutes.
to tell it on Letterman. They asked me to tell the machine story on Letterman, and I was like, I can't. I can't tell it in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
They're like, shorten it up, and I was like, I can't. I don't
won't
know.
do it.
I can tell fighting a bear, like when I fought a bear.
I can tell you about the time I fought a bear.
Like,
you about me fighting a bear?
I tamed lions. I can tell you other quick stories, but I like machines too fucking long.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I'll promote. I think that'll be the story too written out is a lot longer because my publisher went through and was like, I'm going to be real candid. I don't believe that the school paid off the mob to take care of you. Like, you need to prove that to me. I was like, there's no proof. That just happened. That's just how Russia worked in 1995. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't. And so he's like, well, explain it in best you can. And so I fucking talked about my teacher. My teacher came to me, and she had a fanny pack full of, like, probably 10 grand in her jeans. It was hidden in her jeans. And she came back to my seat on a Delta flight and opened it up. And I thought she was about to show me her junk. Swear to God. She goes, I got to show you something. I'm freaking out. And I was like, what? And she opened her pants. I was like, oh, this is how this happens. And she was hot as shit. And so I was like, what? And she showed me. She goes, they've asked us to carry money into the country so we can pay off the mob. And I'm like, are you serious? She goes, I've got one. The other one's got one. They've got one.
How come they showed you?
She showed me because I was in her class. Also, I was the dude that she gave C's to for just showing up to class.
Right.
So like we had a common thieves bond of like I hadn't done the work. I remember when they brought me in to go to Russia, I sat in front of the head of the Russian department. He walked in, sat across from me at the table in the whole language foreign I forget what it's called, but it's like the foreign languages department. But it's the romantic languages or something, or the Slavic languages. Sat across from me and said something in Russian. He was like, and I was like, I have no idea what you're saying. And then he looked at her and he goes, he really doesn't know a fucking word. And she was like, he knows nothing. And he goes, listen, if you go to Russia, you are going to get a minor. You understand that, right? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, and you will be close to a major, but you have to promise never to take another Russian class. And I go, I swear to God. He goes, you will be so close to being able to get a major, but you have to swear to me that this is the last time we see you. I go, you give me C's and you will never see me again. He was like, all right, he can go. Yeah. That was how I went.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
Great.
So wait, let's go back. Okay, let's turn this around so it's more about you guys. I'm losing Roland. Roland, you want another beer? All right.
Roland
so,
falls asleep.
I fall asleep everywhere.
yeah, do you have narcolepsy?
I think so. I fell asleep at Paul McCartney's sound check.
Dude, do you know this?
What?
SiriusXM did a big win. I think when we hit, I don't know, 25 million subscribers.
You do not have 25 million subscribers.
Yeah, we have more than 25 million subscribers.
Holy shit.
Because the companies merged. And when that...
So wait, hold on. The last I heard it was 6 million subscribers, but that was like...
That's XM.
That was XM.
That would have been like just XM. Then they merged. I think at the time of the merger, it was somewhere around 15 million. Mm-hmm. And it's only grown. Yeah, there were like 25 going on 26 million subscribers to SiriusXM.
Holy shit. So how many listeners do you think like an O&A or Stern get?
They won't tell us.
Really?
Not even close, but I mean, I think a lot because
you don't. Well,
I base it on Twitter followers, the amount of times people recognize me in the street. Like, I feel like if I'm getting recognized in the street, there's a lot of people listening.
Well, I can tell you how many more followers or how many more people are watching than my show. Like I can base recognition off of how many people watch my show versus how many people listen to you. Like, would you say 1 million people listen to you a day?
That's a high number. I don't know if
a million's a big number these days. To aggregate 1 million people to one channel of something is a lot.
Because you're talking about a lot of distractions. You're talking about iPods, YouTube. Some people still watch TV.
Yeah.
You know, regular radio, satellite radio, podcasts. I mean, 1 million would be a lot. But
what do you think like a average terrestrial radio show gets?
In a local market? I don't even know anymore. I wouldn't have the faintest idea.
Like,
I mean...
Like, be real. You think it's like I mean, they're the big ones like Elliot in the Morning. Elliot in the Morning's got to have he's got to be in DC. He's Him and Cowhead are
Well, yeah,
probably.
how many listeners does Cowhead get?
I don't know. We can fucking call him and ask.
I guess. Because I wouldn't have the faintest idea, because Cowhead's in Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Tampa's a big market.
Tampa's not it's not. I don't know how big the market is.
I feel like it's a good market in the sense that it's one of the few markets where I think of that there's talented people there and that have come from there. Like, there aren't that many markets where, like, I would put I would say New York, LA,
New York, Tampa, Atlanta, San Francisco, Seattle, Chicago. Chicago's a dead fucking market for radio.
Chicago, Boston, and Philly.
There's no one doing radio in Chicago.
Really?
You go to do press, there's no press in Chicago.
I love that city.
Why don't they have like a fucking radio show in Chicago?
I don't know. I want to move there and do a radio show.
Why don't you?
Because
What's your next move?
I've been trying everywhere to get a look at radio. People don't hire people to do radio shows anymore.
Really?
No. I mean, they don't hire, especially doing what I do. Like, they don't hire young talk shows anymore. Like, Cowhead and that channel is like the last beacon of hope, because they're either every place is jockeying music in terrestrial radio, and they're doing it in a way where you have the same guy on in New York and Detroit, and like, it's one guy, and he's doing his show live in New York, and then he goes and switches the board. Now he's live in Detroit. Now he's live.
They're doing that partly in Tampa too,
and he's got different names everywhere.
Really?
Like, they're not acknowledging, hey, I'm live everywhere. It's like,
see, that for me would keep me up at night. Like, that's integral lying, in my opinion.
it's lying. Like, there's this guy, right? There's this guy named Chunky, and I've met Chunky, and he's a nice guy. He's just doing what he's told.
Yeah.
This is what he's told to do. I don't consider Chunky a liar. I consider him a part of this, I don't want to use the word machine, but, machine in a different way, where he's on in Detroit, right?
Okay.
And he's a Detroit DJ. Then he moves to New York when they turn K-Rock into 92.3 Now, which is a hit music station. And he becomes Chunky, and he goes on the radio, and he starts talking about everything that's going on in Midtown. And he's talking like he's from New York, and he's wearing a Yankees hat.
Are you serious?
Then he's off in New York.
No, did he live in New York, though?
Well, he had to move to New York, but he wasn't from New York.
Okay, so
But he didn't
Where does he live? Where does he live?
Now?
Yeah.
Well, then he moves to Philly to do radio. And now he lives in Philly. But I looked at this website, and he comes on the radio in Philly, and he keeps the name Chunky, but they announce him as the guy who sells them cheesesteaks, and they just found him and put him on the air. And that's his gimmick.
I'm not gonna fault Chunky for it, but that would make me fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I'm sure it makes him crazy.
Like, like, I up until recently, you heard me on the phone right before we went on, I up until recently was very nervous about ever describing myself as a travel expert, despite the fact that I work for Travel Channel. I was always hesitant to be like, to be on TV with travel expert Bert Kreischer, because I was like, hey, I am just a fucking guy. I'm a comedian first. That's what I do. But then I started realizing, like, when we were doing the second season of Trip Flip, I was like, they were coming to me and they were like, hey, we're going to Utah. Any ideas? And I was like, well, we have a few options, because I've traveled the fucking world.
Right.
Fucking 4 times over. Like, I've definitely extensively traveled. I know more about booking travel, because I've done that for myself for 15 years. I know more about getting deals and how to get upgraded. I know more about that shit than 99% of the people in this business. I sat down. What was crazy is I ran into a dude in Jamaica who books celebrity travel. Really cool dude. And me and him geeked out about planes and about best planes to fly and, like, what best airlines, what's the best deal. Oh, dude, you got to get on that Lufthansa flight. There's a Lufthansa Red Eye or whatever it is that you can always get upgraded to business if you're One World Alliance. Like, and we just geeked out, and I was like, okay, I'm willing to now go on any news portal and say I know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to travel,
because it's experience.
It's just experience, and it's 4 years of 4 years is a lot. It's not 10,000 work hours, but it might be the way travel works their schedules. But of hardcore experience of traveling, I fly 250,000 miles a year domestic, and that's a fucking dickload. There's no one flying more than me. I am in a handful of travelers on American Airlines that I sat next to a pilot one time. And I was like, have you been on the new 777s? And he's like, no. What are they like? I was like, you haven't even flown on it? And he was like, no. I go, well, it's 3 classes of service. Let me tell you something. First class isn't that much better than business class, in my opinion. And he's like, how the fuck do you know so much? And I was like, I fucking fly for a living.
I'm an expert.
I'm a fucking expert. And when it comes to pussy, hey, it's mid-sized cars. But when you talk about airplanes,
no idea. They all seem the same.
They all seem the same.
But yeah, so there's nothing. So like terrestrial radio is tough, and then you don't even know where anything's going. Like I've literally, I know more people at SiriusXM than I think anybody else in that building.
I didn't realize how big that building was.
Yeah.
I got the accidental full tour today by the girl who thought we were doing it upstairs. Mm-hmm. And that place is fucking huge.
Yeah. But like I know the boss of pretty much every channel, and I've auditioned for tons of channels. There's always some reason.
Yeah.
But like they only want to hire and pay somebody to do a show if there's a name established. Like they might pay you to do the Bert Kreischer travel show because you've got this brand that you've built. But they don't seem to be. Maybe they're going to change it. I don't know. But in my experience, they're not in the business of building new brands, which makes it tough for me because I'm trying to build my brand through doing radio.
Yeah.
But nobody in radio wants to build a new brand.
Well, that's where you just need to come up. Like, you're actually, maybe it's just me, but you're really easy to talk to on radio. Like, you need to do your podcast, and you need to steal the guests. You need to get Roland to get you guests. Because Roland, I don't know, how did you get so dialed in with fucking celebrities?
I started as a bitch boy at Warner Brothers getting coffee for celebrities.
Really?
At 15.
Yeah.
14 at 15.
Wait, where'd you grow up?
Santa Monica.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd your dad do? Doctor?
Owned restaurants.
Really?
Yeah. Then my mom had friends who were heads of this and that in the celebrity world.
Wow. And so
I started, you meet celebrities, and we're growing up in LA, you become desensitized.
Yeah.
So I met every celebrity in the world, and I was like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
So they always put me with celebrities.
My daughters, not to Charlie top your story. My daughters are big fans of the show called Good Luck Charlie. Do you know what that is?
No.
So on Disney XD or Disney XD or whatever. And it is, do you remember the movie True Romance?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember the blonde-haired dude who was the bodyguard who gets shot and he's like, I need a doctor.
Yeah.
I need it. That's the dude. His name's Eric, okay?
Uh-huh.
He's the dad on Good Luck Charlie. So we go to a party this St. Patty's Day, the premiere party for Bert the Conqueror, or for Trip Flip. I invite my cameraman and my assistant cameraman because they're in L.A., and then the rest is all friends. I'm not friends with this guy, Eric, but my buddy Barry is best friends with him. So he invites Eric and his family, and I see him, and I know my daughter's going to lose their fucking mind because we were just watching Good Luck Charlie, and this is their favorite show, and that's the dad. So I'm talking to the guy, to Eric, and I'm pretty sure his name's Eric. And so I'm talking to him, and we're bullshitting about Good Luck Charlie and what a great show. It really is a great show. It's like the modern day Family Ties. Only problem is networks aren't making Family Ties anymore. They make a Modern Family. They don't want to make Family Ties.
Right.
It's a great fucking show. And my wife and I are telling him that. I said, I wonder if my daughters have seen you. I wonder if they'd recognize you. And he goes, I don't know. And I go, hold on one second. So I go, Georgia, come here. So she comes over and I go, Georgia, this is my friend Eric. And she looks up and she goes, hey, how you doing? And he goes, good. And she walks away and just leaves him. And I go, and we all laugh. We're like, I guess she does not recognize you. So he leaves. I bring her in. And I go, baby, did you know who that guy was? She goes, yeah, he's the dad from Good Luck Charlie. And I was like, yeah, you didn't she goes, what am I supposed to do?
I thought she was going to flip out.
I thought she'd lose her fucking mind. And then I realized I'm on fucking TV. What the fuck am I thinking? All the people she knows that are my friends are all on fucking TV.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was waiting for this fucking moment of like, that desensitization is real.
It happens when you grow up in LA.
Yeah.
You see them everywhere.
Yeah, and I just still don't have that desensitization. I told you I ran into Ron Bennington. I'm fucking geeked out.
Yeah.
Like I was at fucking Hooters in the Clearwater. Like, oh my God, Ron, see ya. Like,
Which is so funny because I'm sure you could get on Ron and Fez.
yeah, I guess, but
I mean, it's not like...
yeah, it's not... I'm sure there are harder radio shows to get on that I've been on, but...
You're on a TV show. You can get on radio shows.
Yeah, but I definitely geeked out. I literally was talking to my two representatives, and they were like, for travel, they were sitting with me in the lobby, And I saw him walk in, and I went, "Oh my God, it's Ronnie B." And they were like, "And what?" And I was like, "It's Ronnie B." And I just ran up, and I was like, "Ron, it's Bert Kreischer. I'm a big fan." And like, I fucking geeked out because this was the dude who defined Florida style for me when I was a kid. Him and Ron was the biggest show.
Which is so funny because he's from Philly.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. But here's the kicker. Ready? All my family's friends, all my mom's family is from Philly.
Oh, okay.
So I felt this connection. All my uncles knew Ronnie B. Like they'd have stories, party with Ronnie B down at Hooters. And you'd be like, shut up. And they'd be like, oh yeah, Bennington's a fucking wild man. He's a wild man. You got to watch that guy. And then they used to do this when they'd talk to people on the phone. When they'd hang up, they go, see ya.
Yeah.
And that, I can't tell you to this day, if I talk to any of my friends in Tampa, when we hang up, I go, see ya. Like, we still do that to this day. He defines so much to me. And I said this to you. I probably, well, I'll just drop it. But it was an awkward introduction. I wish I had fucking rethought that one.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had just taken a second to think what I'd say to Ronnie B if I ever met him.
Or just be like, get to the point where you're like, you know what, I'm established. I'm a headlining comic.
I have a TV show. I have a book deal. Let me just walk over and go. You know what? I don't need to say hi to him. Maybe I'll run into him.
Or hey, Ron, I'm also in the business of entertainment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I kind of we're comrades.
I left my trench coat in my hotel room, but you'd recognize had I rolled in like you.
Yeah.
I geeked out.
Giving him the
I said that to him. I went, I was a fucking geek. I wish I had handled that differently. I do this, but I do that. I do that if I met Stern.
You would.
There's no way I could be cool around Stern. I mean, he's defined.
There's not that many famous people in radio
whose voice you'd hear behind you, and you go, "That's who that is."
Yeah,
like that voice. Keep going. I'm sorry. So we're talking about geeking out.
I grew up listening to Howard Stern too.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like Cowhead still calls me, and he's like, "You listening to Stern?" Like, we're fucking children. We're 40-year-old men. We're fucking grown-ups. Like, we have fucking... And I will be, like, at drop-off for my kid and be like, honey, I'm going to go hop in the car. And then hop in the car. Fucking Stern's easy. It's 101. And just, bam, and it's on.
It's amazing and promising. It makes me feel good about Cowhead that, like, he's been in radio for so long, and he's done this thing, and he's been, you know... And he tries to get better and better. Time slots. He's gone through all the bullshit.
Yeah.
But he still loves radio. Like, he still listens to shows.
Me and him will gossip about radio.
Yeah.
We have had hardcore gossips about radio stations. And people that don't like people that I like I always give him the inside on the people I like. Because there are a lot of people that, there's random bullshit gossips or hatreds, backstabbing that people don't like each other. They don't even know each other. They never even met.
Right.
It's just weird. Oh, do you know who Yoshi is?
Yeah, of course.
Yoshi's calling. All right, we got to call her, everybody. Yoshi.
Hey, Bert.
Hey, you're on the podcast. Are you okay with that? I was going to play your recording.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, what's up, buddy?
Hey, is your podcast on network or are you by yourself?
I'm just by myself.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to recommend you to someone, but I can't tell you who it is yet. Cool.
Ooh, I like this teaser.
What do you think it's going to be?
I don't know. I'm dying to know. Do you know the guys from Opie Anthony, Sam Primetime Roberts, and someone who's passing out in my bed right now? Jesus Christ.
Yoshi and I met in San Diego.
Do you know Sam and Roland from Opie and Anthony, Yoshi?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, they're in my hotel room doing my podcast right now.
Oh, okay. I'll let you go. Tell him hi, Sam. I think I saw him last time with Norton in Comic-Con last year.
Yeah,
that's what he said. I reached out to Eddie Wong, and he was going to do it, but then his schedule got all tied up with Vice. So his manager said, or his assistant manager said that he'd let me know when his time freed up. But thank you for that reach out, Yoshi. I appreciate it.
No, he's going to do it. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I almost went to Bauhaus today with Robert Kelly, but it started snowing.
How's Bob doing?
Bobby's doing good. I did his podcast yesterday, and he did mine today. And your podcast got a huge response, Yoshi. Oh, Yoshi, and my buddy Tom and his mom Lely from the book Heaven and Earth are totally into doing a podcast with you. They would love to sit down.
Oh, please. please. I would love that.
Yeah, so I'll get my man cave and we'll get down. She's a pretty intense woman, though, so I'm kind of excited.
Cool. I definitely want to do it, but I also cool because I'm down here in Philly for the next 3 or 4 days. 4 days.
Yeah?
And I'm here with Akira. She's dancing down here.
Holy shit.
So if you guys are free, come on down. We'll get you in for free. And
Fuck. Do you think we can get back for Good Morning America in the morning? Awesome.
how long are you in New York?
I leave tomorrow morning. I do Good Morning America at like 8, and then I get on a plane at noon.
Oh, you're not joking. You really are doing Good Morning America.
Yeah, I really am. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
I'll let you go, but I'll tell you as soon as what they say. But I can't tell you who it is. But it's pretty good thing.
Awesome, brother.
I'm glad you're not part of the network.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much, Yoshi. I'll call you when I get some free time. Okay.
Okay.
All right, brother.
See you later.
See ya. Bye. See you. I love Yoshi. That guy was so fucking real. He has this look in his eyes where it's like, I don't know if it's because English is his second language. Did I say English? Yeah. English is his second language, but it's when you don't speak, when English isn't when the language you're communicating isn't your first language, you're less prone to lie. I feel like, I take that back. Christina Pajitsky says her mom fucking lies all the time, and she's never spoke English. Yeah. Do you know who Christina Pajitsky is?
I don't think so.
Oh, are you serious?
Where would I know her from?
You know who Tom Segura is?
Yeah.
Tom Segura's wife.
Oh, okay.
She's a comedian, and the fucking kicker about her, she was on Road Rules.
Really?
Oh. Yes.
Then I would know her if I saw her, I'm sure.
You would definitely know her. She was on the one where they went to... I'll pull up a picture of her. You definitely know who she is.
Yeah, pull up a picture.
Way out of Tom Segura's league.
So do you like not being on a network? How come?
You know what? It was like when... Did you just fall asleep?
Yeah.
It was when I started. The way the rating systems goes, and I guess not anymore. I guess it's still up there, but the podcast was highly rated, and so everyone wanted me to be on a network. But it was all friends, and then there was a couple that I was interested in, but I was like, I'm not going to rush. Because it was like management companies, agencies, big. It was everyone, and so I was like, I'm not going to rush to try to jump in a network. And they all wanted to sell me advertising, and I wasn't interested in doing advertising at the time. I'm still kind of not. I'm still kind of just want it to be organic and be something that I genuinely believe in. And I don't believe in said companies that are very popular at advertising on podcasts. Not one of them. I'll talk about one that I was like, this sounds like a great product. That Audible thing?
Yeah,
It sounds like a great product. Until I fucking download it and I realized I got to buy points to buy. It's so fucking complicated. I was like, no, never mind, Audible. Sorry, you lost me. So I don't want to get into advertising if I don't believe in it. So until a product I really believe in, or my fucking venture that's now turning a corner and happening.
It is?
Yeah, Machine Vodka. So
that is? Have you announced it?
No, everyone knows that I'm working on it, but but because I've talked about it on the podcast, now more vodka companies are coming to me. So anyway, let's get back to...
I want you on my food court for that one.
What?
For your vodka.
What? How much?
Come on and promote it.
You
on my food court.
What's food court?
Roland's food court, the one at my food show. You did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll send you bottles.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to send, as soon as we get the vodka company up and running, I'm sending all my friends, especially networks, I'm probably not Opie and Anthony because they're not big drinkers. No one drinks on that show.
Well, Roland does.
Yeah, so I'll send it to you guys. It's so funny. This is the best, is when the Machine shirts came out. All my friends at radio stations I sent the shirts to, I sent a grab bag of shirts to, because they'd all kind of helped sell them. And Opie had tweeted something about my documentary, I think inadvertently, but it helped get it funded because all the fucking pests were like, oh, I love that story, I'll fucking fund it.
Yeah.
And so I sent shirts to, Opie and Anthony. I sent a bunch of shirts. And I saw some guy wearing the shirt today on accident.
Liam.
Yeah, he was wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. Did you buy it? And he goes, no, one of the guys gave me theirs. I was like, I don't expect Norton nor any of those guys to wear that shirt. But it was cool that it was being used.
There's a lot of people around that place that wear those shirts.
Yeah.
Because you sent us a giant box.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah. So I wear mine.
Yeah.
But I took one. I didn't take one in every color. I got the red one. and I wear it. But then all the ones, because it's a cool shirt that people actually wear.
It's a great shirt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You ready for me to talk above myself because I've been drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would venture to say that I was a part of that generation that rebooted the T-shirt game.
I would say
yeah.
so.
Because I know that we did the shirt, and I felt so humiliated making a shirt. Like I was like, I don't sell shirts. Shirts are for like feature acts in fucking Des Moines. No offense, Des Moines. I'll be there soon. But like, I'm not a shirt guy. Shirt guys were like guys that did like the this is 2 in the stink, 1 in the pink, and then that was the shirt. I'm like, who fucking wears that?
Right.
But this shirt was helped fund the documentary, and it was such a cool shirt. Everyone wanted it that we sold it, and then like all of a sudden I got leapfrogged. Like Ari's T-shirt game is through the fucking roof. Duncan Trussell's. Have you guys ever had him on the show?
No.
Oh my god, he's fucking amazing, and his T-shirts are. What these guys have done is they've trumped me, and they've just put a word out to their fans, and they're like, hey. If you want, I'll give you $500. Send me your T-shirt design. If I pick yours and I use it to sell T-shirts, I'll send you $500. And they get the baddest fucking designs. Ari's T-shirts are sick. Duncan's T-shirts, Joe's T-shirts, Red Band designs all his own. But like, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, those are the Death Squad shirts.
Dude,
They look amazing.
that's Red Band. He just fucking designs it himself. Joe's the same way. Joe's an artist, so he kind of knows what he wants to do. Ari just puts it out.
I just put my Twitter icon on a T-shirt, but people bought it.
People, it's fun to be a part of. Like, I'm a big fan of a website called The Chive. Do you guys know what The Chive is?
No.
Oh, it's fucking great. It's great. Well, it's like a website for dudes. It's like got half naked chicks.
Okay.
Always work safe, but half naked chicks that are very sexy. Hilarious.
Like? I mean, sexually, you're a more innocent guy. So
Yeah. Which I like. Yeah.
Nothing out of.
I don't want to feel rapey.
Right.
So, and then it's got like funny pictures, really funny. Like it's just basically it's something to sit on the toilet and flip through on your iPad, and you'll giggle, or you'll find something funny and you'll show it to someone, or you'll retweet it or whatever. So, but the thing is, the Chives T-shirt game is off the hook. The Chives T-shirt game is undisputed champs. Them and Harley Morenstein. Do you know who Harley Morenstein is?
No.
Epic Mealtime?
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah. Okay, Harley.
I mean, those guys. Epic
Harley.
Mealtime. He's got his T-shirts in the mall. You could buy Epic Mealtime shirts at Hot Topic.
Epic Mealtime and Chive are the best at the T-shirt. They fucking revolutionized T-shirts.
But we were one morning, we had David Duchovny was our guest, and one of the morning hosts wore Sam's T-shirt, and David Duchovny goes, "I want one of those."
Yeah,
Sam's T-shirts.
David Duchovny. has
Seriously?
one of my shirts.
Yeah.
See, a good shirt works, despite it's even better when they don't know what the fuck it is.
Right.
Like when someone sees that, because I saw the shirt on that guy Liam, and I smiled and I went, "Holy shit, how fucking cool is this?" And then I went, "Okay, he clearly works for like O&A, definitely, or like one of the shows close to there." But I went, regardless, whether he knew I was coming or not, how cool is this moment?
Dude,
and then
we get so much swag from people.
Yeah.
We get shirts from everyone. So
Yeah.
the fact that he's wearing one of the shirts.
Oh, I was fucking through the roof.
Right.
And then my 2 reps at Travel were like, "What?" And I said, "Do you see a shirt?" And they saw it and they went, "Oh, that's a cool shirt." And I went, "Hold on, they don't even know it's me." Like, that's even better.
Yeah.
That makes it even a cooler shirt, is that if you don't know it's me, the shirt that we have when the movie comes out is so fucking pimp.
It is?
Oh my god, I'm fucking in love with it. But I don't know how. I don't know what we're gonna do to but I if we're gonna use it to promote the movie or what. But it's so fucking awesome.
I'll take
but
one.
I'll put it out there now. If anyone wants to do a design, send it to me. If I really really like it, better yet, if my wife likes it, I'll have her cut you a check for like $500. I'm saying $500. I have no idea what you should. I
mean,
just
that's
made
what
that
you
number
set
up.
up before. If you'd done
Yeah.
less than 500, you would look
Yeah.
like a schmuck because you
Yeah.
said Ari and everybody
Yeah,
else.
I'll give you a
gave
check for
500.
$450. No, I'll give you a check for $500 if you want to send a design. Send it to me. I was about to give Leanne's email address out, but send it to me at Twitter, and I'll send them to Leanne, and you guys can talk to Leanne.
The greatest thing that ever happened was the guy who designed my Twitter icon. The cartoon Sam,
Yeah,
because he did it for free and said,
it looks like from The Simpsons.
"Yeah," he said, "use it for whatever you want." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Will you send me like the big resolution version?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm just a fan. I like you. Use it for whatever." So
fucking
I
great.
put it on my website. I put it on the T-shirts, stickers, everything.
Do you want to see something disgusting?
Of course.
This guy sent me a picture today. He's like, "Today's drawing." Let's see. Where do you keep favorites these days? This guy goes, Okay, I'm going to give him. First of all, I don't mean to shit on him. He's a fan, and he's. Or maybe he's not. I don't know. but I just saw it.
On Twitter, I would assume he's not a fan.
There's
nobody nice on Twitter.
I just saw it, and I want you to describe it. His name is. This is his site or Twitter. ALA Wish Us. Aloysius. It's at Draw Something is his Twitter handle. He did a picture. I favorited it because I did like it. But after looking at it a couple times, I was like, don't know if this is a compliment because he definitely highlights the bags under my eyes.
Jesus.
I have red hair.
Yeah, you're like, your jaw is crooked.
And my jaw is really crooked, but he was like, today's sketch. I guess he sketches someone every day.
The thing you do for Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it does look like me from Breaking Bad.
If Michael J. Fox was retarded and had a beard, this would be a picture of him.
That's what I hear. Open up that other growler. But I favorited it, so it's in my favorites. If you want to go to my Twitter, you can then find.
It would be pretty funny to have that on a T-shirt, though, and just write Bert under it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, but I feel like my podcast game is terrible. It's difficult for me. I feel like to do a podcast.
Solo podcasts are impossible. Look, if you're not Bill Burr, it's not.
But it's also I think that because like, at least with comics, because comics are dominating podcasts right now. But that's because people want to hear them talk and want to hear them be themselves and want to hear all this. For me, they hear me on the radio every day. What possible motivation would they have?
Well, and they hear you on the radio with killers like Opie and Anthony and Jim.
Well, and that's when we were talking about, what's next for me and everything. The most difficult part of the whole thing is trying to figure out my thing with these giants around me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is kind of difficult.
Like Opie and Anthony and Jim, it's great because I get this huge audience that I never would have had just being exposed to me in general. But at the same time, how am I supposed to create an identity that's mine and not have people being like, "Yeah, that's awesome. You're the man, Sam. Where's Opie? Is he here?" Or?
Well, it's the thing that happens to a lot of comics is they get into touring with a headliner and they get overwhelmed by that headliner. Some headliners are giving, like Joe is always trying to get every one of the dudes he works with. He wants them to be on the road headlining themselves. He is a thorn in their side to get them out from underneath any kind of shadow he might cast. And then there are other headliners who like having people underneath them and like to be like, that's my boy, that kind of guy. Now Opie and Anthony, I don't think they're like that, but you do run the risk of having a hard time climbing out from underneath their shadow.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like, O and A are actually great because I know, I don't know, I've never worked for Stern, but I would assume if I worked for Stern, there's no way I'd be able to do all the side stuff. Like, I wouldn't think that Stern would be comfortable with one of his guys going over to the Comedy Channel to do an interview with you.
And his last interview was Terrence Howard.
Yeah, like doing it, I do interviews all the time. I got my own stuff going on, and O&A have been 100% supportive of that. So it's not. I mean, they're absolutely the guys that are like, you know what? If you want to do it, go do it, and we'll help you. We won't stop you. We'll. And Opie's gone around and told people in the building candidly, we love Sam on our show. If you have a better opportunity for him, you can take him. I won't be mad at you.
Yeah,
which is the biggest thing he could do.
Yeah,
but you're right. It's like, number one, people still don't want to do that because they're afraid of O&A. And in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Within Sirius. And number two, there's so much, you can't get out from under them.
It is, I can imagine it would be tough.
And you have to figure out when is the time to give up all that good that comes with them to try something else that's a lot riskier.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get comfortable and just be like, well, yeah, I mean, look, I have this audience. Because they're not my audience.
Yeah.
They're O&A's audience, and I'm aware of that.
They're going to follow O&A wherever they go, and if you decide, if O&A leaves and you stay there, they're going to go with O&A.
So it's finding the time to be like, well, I'm ready to try this without being
how old are you?
29.
Yeah,
but I've been with O&A for 8 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to jump. I mean, not like, I'm not saying that in anything other than you're still young. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
But can you not get like a radio agent? Do they have those?
Yeah, I mean, they're fleeting. They're few and far between, and I've talked to a few, and a couple guys haven't worked out, and then it's more difficult to get other guys on the phone.
Don't they have other dudes that, like Artie gets a show? Don't you have a, like, can't you work in like a co-host with him or something like that? Like he's auditioning co-host, right?
I don't know if he is.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
That's what.
And I mean, and again, it's like Artie and Nick DiPaolo are like headlining comics.
But I think they're done.
No, they are done. But I'm saying like if Artie's looking for co-hosts.
Oh, you think he'd want a headlining comic?
Right.
Yeah, but I think that's. I mean, I think that Artie. I think what would make Artie great is someone like you.
Yeah.
You know, like someone who's not Artie.
Yeah.
Someone who's different than Artie. But I don't know. I mean, I think you should. I mean, look, you got you got a great gig at O&A. I don't know. It's hard to fucking leave. But if and I think anyone in the business would tell you, it's if you want to make a breakout for yourself, you're still young, do it. Find a market. Go to a small fucking market and run shit. Do what they did. I don't know what they did, but do what they did. Find out from them. I don't know how they broke in.
Well, that's the most difficult part, that the business is totally different from when they did it. You know what I mean? Like I said, there isn't that sort of market-to-market, independent spirit in radio anymore.
It's the independent spirit is now podcasting, I guess, ultimately.
Right.
But you're getting a bunch of people like myself who don't really have a real emotional connection to their podcast. Like I'm doing it because I like it, because I'm having fun, and I'm getting to hang out with you guys in my hotel room when I normally just be watching snowboarding by myself, drinking Heinekens I ordered for $100 from room service. But now you guys brought Growlers, now we're having a great conversation about me.
Right.
And I love me.
right.
I'm like Terrell Owens. I love me some me. So, and then today I hung out with Bobby. Like, so for me, it's a time to get to hang out with people, and I do think the product is fun for the listeners. I think the people that are listening, I know that I have an emotional connection to the podcasts I listen to, and if they want to share that with me, then I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll give you the best I can.
And it's a way to like meet people too. Like like for comics, like comics you might not know, but
Pete Holmes. I'm doing Pete Holmes' podcast next week. You know Pete Holmes?
Yeah, he was a legend. He did like Tonight Show and everything.
He did what?
The Tonight Show.
He tweeted me and was like, "Hey man, I'd love for you to do my podcast this weekend." Now I know Pete like from a little bit, but I haven't got to hang out with him.
Right.
So now we're gonna have like an hour and a half to just hang out and talk, and you get to know them. It's like, you know, it really is, and it's a great time to hang out with people you haven't hung out with in a while, or a reason to.
Right. Like I just did a podcast. By the time this goes up, I don't know if it'll be up or not, but I don't know. Do you follow MMA at all?
Yeah.
You know who Ariel Helwani is?
No.
He's the journalist. He does every MMA story, every MMA interview. It's him.
No.
And but he's totally independent. Like he started his own blog and then started doing interviews with MMA
What's his
fighters.
blog?
I don't remember what it is now.
Okay, it's not one of the ones that I automatically recognize.
Well, you probably would. I mean, he's literally every major MMA interview is his.
Really?
Like if it's not a UFC thing, and he's at every UFC show. He's on Fuel TV.
I'm obsessed with what's going on with Boss Rutan's arm right now.
What's going on with Boss Rutan's arm?
You haven't heard about this?
No.
I'm only speaking in third-person story, but apparently he had a pinched nerve in his neck, and I've heard of this happening, and his arms began to atrophy.
That's what happened to Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, the wrestler.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I think his right bicep atrophied, and it's really tough to find pictures of. But his left arm is like this big, steroided out, muscular arm.
Did Paul Orndorff used to lean in with his left arm, like go? Like,
I think, yeah, probably.
God damn it! Now I got to look up. I'm obsessed. I had a traffic teacher for traffic school who had a left atrophied arm, a right atrophied arm, and he said he walked into class and it was like, and I say this hoping that Boss Rutan doesn't listen to my podcast and think I'm making fun of what he's going through at all.
Right.
But the guy had like his arm was like out to the side, like, and he couldn't control it, and it was just out to the side, and it was really skinny.
And he's a driving instructor?
He's a driving instructor for the class, like he teaches driving class when you get a ticket.
Yeah, but he's not teaching you how to drive.
No.
He's making an infinite left turn.
Yeah, he's making an infinite left turn. So he goes, or stopping a child at a quick light. Like, yeah. So he's got his arm out, and he said, I've never had a more fucking uncomfortable moment in my entire life. He first says, "All right, so let's real quick start off, and does anyone notice something different about me?" And I fucking don't know why I threw my hand up, because I just figured everyone would.
Because what's the truth?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And so you put your... Because you're not going to lie
I threw my
and say
fucking
no.
hand up. I was like, I got it. And no one raised their hand. No one did. I'm the only one with my hand up. And he goes, okay, apparently you see something. And I'm like, oh, shit. Am I picking the wrong thing? Like, and no one's seeing it, and I'm like waiting, and I'm like, how do I say what is going on? I don't know what the technical term of that other than like baby arm. Like, I don't know what to fucking say.
They call it baby arm?
Baby arm. It looked like a baby. He looked like he had a baby, like a skinny baby arm.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know what to fucking say. And I'm sitting there trying to pick my words. And all of a sudden, the dude sitting behind me leans up and goes, "It's his arm." And I was like, "Motherfucker." Like I didn't know. So, but Bosch Ruden's going through that, and I have a neck injury that I've been dealing with from birth to conquer from riding roller coasters.
What?
If I get a fucking baby arm from riding fucking roller coasters, I'm going to be so fucking pissed.
Because people are going to ask you, how did that happen?
Riding roller coasters.
Riding. I hadn't ridden them before the show, and then I wasn't prepared. And
I mean, this looks pretty big, right?
yeah, I mean,
For now.
dude, Paul Orndorff's arm is literally like.
Wait, I got to see it. Oh, now I want to
I don't know if
Google
you'll even be able to find it because he started hiding it. I couldn't. I
Do you have a hard time watching the Rock's movies?
The world does.
Drunk.
I dig. Yeah, Roland did get drunk. Someone drank a growler. A growler. All right, what would you Google? Paul Orndorff's baby arm?
I guess so. No, I don't have a hard time watching the Rock's movies. I watched the football movie where he's got a daughter. The Disney movie.
Oh, I don't watch those.
I love Walking Tall.
You watch the action movies?
No, I watch like I saw him the other day, and he fucking got me excited.
The Rock?
Yeah,
Pain and Gain?
What?
The new one, Pain and Gain.
No, wait. I don't see.
Where'd you see The Rock?
I don't see a skinny arm. Right bicep. With the Rundown.
Which one is that?
This is old school Rock when they still put wrestling moves in the show.
In the movies, like he's people elbowing people.
Yeah, he did the fucking, what's the one where he grabs him by the throat and then puts him down on the ground?
Choke slam.
Yeah.
Who was in the Rundown?
The Rundown's Paul Sean Thomas Anderson.
Sean William Scott.
Sean
William Scott.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
I speak drunk.
Oh yeah. I know what movie that. Why? Do you have a hard time watching the Rock's movies?
No, I actually like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the commitment he has to his excellence.
Yeah.
I like watching him work out. There's weird things that I like watching The Rock do.
He's really confident.
Yeah. He is really confident.
Like he's self-assured. He's a really self-assured guy.
I wonder what his. I don't see any. By the way, I don't see any fucking thing on Paul Orndorff's arm.
It's totally true. It happened later in life.
Although Ravishing Rick Rude should have been doing porns.
Yeah,
He really should have. God,
that
man, I would
mustache and
pay
his
money to
long,
watch him fuck.
Permed hair.
Oh God,
Those abs.
Fucking Yoshi got me on Rocco Siffredi's. He goes, you gotta watch his stuff. It's aggressive. So I'm like, I've seen it all.
Do you like you like porn a lot?
No, no. My wife says that I have a distorted subculture that I live in. That guys like a guy like Jim Norton or Bobby Kelly, I'd hang out with, and we would talk about things that not average men would talk about. Right? Like
Of course, yeah, dude. I live in that world.
Yeah, we all live in this distorted subculture. So I actually dialed back whatever porn conversation I'd ever have on stage, and I was like, because I guess people don't watch this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and then I mentioned it one night on stage, and everyone was like, "Oh, I've seen worse than that. Women have seen worse than that. Porn's out there. Everyone knows it."
Yeah, totally.
But I did not know who Rocco Siffredi's was.
Oh, really?
I did not. I'd never seen any of his work, and Yoshi had pointed it out on my podcast. He's like, "Oh, he needs to expand your imagination." And I was like, "Oh," but I'm like, how much more expanded can my imagination be? But I also had done a show with Savannah Sampson, and I had realized when I met her, she was definitely past broken. Like, she was a mess.
Saggy boobies.
Oh, yeah. And she was a mess. She pulled her skirt up on stage and showed me her cooch, and I was like...
at the show?
On stage, at the show, people in the audience.
So she didn't just show you her cooch, she showed the audience.
Yeah, and me. I definitely saw it too.
You were there.
Yeah, and so...
Did you shave it?
No, it was shaved. It was definitely shaved. The girl like that doesn't leave it. But I'd never seen that video, the video of One Night in Paris or American Angel in Paris. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
That will redefine that is hypothetically speaking, I will say, that is the beginning of gonzo porn. That is the beginning of what is, I guess, what is like the raw, like...
It's the part of Boogie Nights when everything starts going wrong.
It is. I'm telling you when I say this, and I don't know, it's just natural. It's real reactions. It is real. It is a girl who's never been in porn, having sex with a porn star who has been doing this for a long time, and she got thrown into the pros real quick. And it's hard to watch. Like, I could not.
You don't like it?
I did not, because it was so real. It made me uncomfortable. But like at one point,
like uncomfortable, like you felt bad, or like you shouldn't be watching.
I shouldn't.
It's none of your business.
Like, I feel like she wanted to. What's the perfect analogy? I feel like it's a kid who looks at skydiving and goes, "That would be a great idea," until they're in the fucking plane and they're like, "I don't want to fucking do this." Like, it was intense, and I was like, and Yoshi's like, "You got to watch more of his stuff." I was like, "I'm fucking done." Like, he's slapping her in the face, and he's like the first scene is a blowjob where she starts crying, and I'm like, I tap out. I can't watch a woman cry during porn. Like, that's not sexy. But then you keep watching, and you're like, it just gets fucking more intense.
Yeah.
But
is it old, or when?
It's old. It's
Yeah.
old. It's shot way before HD. It's shot on like beta.
So it's like raw.
Apparently, she said to her husband for her wedding. Do you know that story?
No.
For her wedding anniversary, she wanted to fly to Paris and have sex with Rocco Siffredi's.
That's what she said to her husband?
For her wedding, for her like 10th anniversary, please allow me to go to Paris and have sex with Rocco Siffredi's.
Would you do that for your wife?
Never in a million. I would hit her. I would hit her. I would be like, trust me, this will be less painful than what you were about to go after that flight. You'll be fucking thankful I did this.
Yeah.
Like, it's apparent. I mean, there's nothing to say other than, you know, if you're gonna watch it. But I would just, you know what? Don't open your mind up to that side of it. And everyone's like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But I was moved in a way that was like I was not comfortable with.
Yeah.
I was like, not shit I would ever do with my wife. I can imagine slapping her ass, let alone her face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I slapped my wife in the face during sex, she'd be like, "Oh, what part of that sexy?" I'd be like, "Oh, I saw the movie."
Yeah, yeah. Don't do it again.
Yeah. I saw Girl on Girl. This is when I was younger, and I had a chick. I saw Girl on Girl. They were doing this thing where they were like licking their hand and then like smacking the pussy, like just like thunk, thunk.
Smacking them in the pussy?
Yeah, kind of like,
yeah.
But like I hadn't paid attention to how hard they were hitting. So when I went to do it, I just was like I was on the Family Feud, just and like,
trying to get that buzzer.
Yeah, milk.
I know it, Louis.
Britney Spears. So yeah. But you guys have to drive out to fucking Westchester?
Yeah, I do.
What? I should probably let you guys go.
I
could
have
do
to
this.
Catch a train
Where you guys gotta go to?
there.
There he points. I'm going back to Westchester.
Is it Westchester is the right place?
Huh?
Westchester is where you guys live?
No,
I
no.
do. Roland lives in the city.
Yeah, it's just like 5 minutes away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what were you doing up there that weekend?
Where?
When we all hung out?
Oh, he was over at my place.
Visit Sam and his
Okay.
wife.
That's the other thing about the podcast is that, like, this is the way to do a podcast. I've recorded podcasts in like radio studios, and it's not the same because the vibe in a radio studio is like, oh, okay, we're in a radio studio, not like we're just hanging out in somebody's house or somebody's hotel room or whatever.
Yeah.
Who's gonna come out to Westchester?
Not a lot of people.
Right.
Well, you figure you get one comic a week.
In Westchester? Oh,
Yeah.
What, doing Levity Live?
Yeah. You get one comic a week. Go to their hotel room.
Yeah.
Any comic will be happy to do a podcast with you. Come out, talk to the club, tell them, "Hey, I'm Sam from the Opie and Anthony show. I'd love to do a podcast with your talent. If you could." A lot of clubs will arrange it. They'll just go, "Fine, yeah, put it in their schedule.
I'll promote the club.
Put it in their press schedule, and they know you. That's where you live, and you can talk about the. I mean, think about it. They they get in top-notch headliners.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a
So
great club.
you get a fucking new headliner every week. Talk to the headliner and talk to him about anything you want, and pick and choose who you want. You have fucking such an array of dudes.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of those dudes. Do people do that club and promote it through O&A?
They have.
Not often, though.
Not that often. Not as often as the city clubs.
Well, there's no press up there.
Right.
So when you go up there, we don't do any press because there's no. It's like It's a hard club to promote because there's no radio stations there. Everyone's listening to the ones out of New York,
and it's not really technically a New York club.
Yeah, so I don't know. You could definitely get some fucking talent.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think you should definitely be doing on air radio. I think you're fun to listen to.
Well, thank you.
I listen to the Afro Show only because it comes on in L.A. when I go to take my kids to school.
I love that. That's like the biggest. It's the biggest scam in the world. I don't know if O&A realized that like. They gave me LA afternoon drive. I mean morning drive.
Yeah, it's great. Oh, it's great, and that's another reason to probably stay there is that it's a great time, and you're getting a lot of times, like Bobby was saying, I go in to do Sam's show.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, that's happening more and more because it's like it's its own thing.
Yeah, it's a great gig. You got a great gig.
Yeah.
Get Roland to find Roland. We never finished with you.
Yes.
So how did you get into celebrities?
I work for Carson Daly.
What's he like?
A big brother.
Really?
He's the sweetest guy in the world.
Like a black guy? It's like Michael Clark Duncan.
Well, he did bang a lot of people, so probably.
He's like Earthquake or...
like a very large black man.
Not just that, then I started working for a talent agency that books. We did Oscars, Grammys, award shows, ESPN, Kimmel, Letterman. We did everything.
When was the last time you talked to Carson Daly?
Last month.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he's like super healthy right now, right?
Yeah, I known him during the fat years.
He was never really fat, was he?
No, but he wasn't. I mean, it was just like during the
just
vodka, partying and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not fat. It's called just be a regular life. I don't consider that fat, guys. I figure that's just regular.
Yeah, me too. That's where I learned how to party.
But now he's like super healthy.
Super healthy, and
he's wealthy, right?
Yeah.
And he have don't tell me where he lives, but can I paint the picture of what I think he lives in, and you tell me if I'm accurate? I think he's. I don't know anything about his personal life. Ready? Do you know anything about his personal life?
Carson Daly? No.
Yeah. Okay, let's both paint pictures.
Okay.
My first paint picture is I want to say he lives in Malibu. He lives in Malibu with his wife that has never been in the business. They have 2 children that are very young. Every morning he wakes up and he goes for a long bike ride. That's how he stays so fit. He comes back real into like macrobiotic, very healthy food. Mm-hmm. Hardcore worker. Drives to work, but he probably drives like a very economy like friendly car, like
a hybrid.
A hybrid.
Yeah.
Goes into work and doesn't really stay out late, heads home, reads books to the kids, and goes to sleep with his wife watching a movie from like the 90s.
My vision is not far off, but I don't think he's married with kids.
Where does he live?
I don't know California well enough to know.
The Hills, in Hollywood proper, Beverly Hills, Pacific Palisades, or the beach? Beach or the hills?
He lives in the hills because he's not like, in my mind, even though he should probably be taking it easy and retiring, he's not, because I still think he wants it, and I think he's pissed that Ryan Seacrest took it from him. And I think so. I think he's competing, and I think. I
think he let go of that. I think he totally let go of Ryan Seacrest.
I think. All right, he's sitting there because he's been doing this late night show on NBC forever. Yeah. I think he's constantly hustling that. And he's getting pissed that they keep giving guys like Jimmy Fallon and all these other guys shots, and he's not moving up. He wants to be on the Tonight Show.
Do you think he'll take over Jimmy Fallon's spot?
Nope.
Who do you think's going to take it over?
I don't know, some comedian.
Daniel Tosh.
No, there's another guy.
Oh, Daniel Tosh.
Who?
I don't want to say, but there's another guy in the running.
Who do you think it is?
Can you talk about it?
Like who would you guess?
If I had to guess, I would guess Seth Meyers.
Who's Seth Meyers?
From SNL.
Which one?
Yeah, he does a
Weekend Update.
Weekend Update. And he's been on all the Obama things.
Yeah.
How the fuck do I not know who Seth Meyers is?
I
don't watch SNL enough. Is he in movies?
No. But you figure Laura Michaels owns.
Oh, I know who Seth Meyers is.
Yeah.
There's no way he's got no fucking.
Laura Michaels owns that time slot though.
What do you mean?
He owns that 12:30 time slot.
Oh, really?
That's how he picked Fallon.
Oh, so Lorne Michaels shoves in the dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that'll be fine.
But Daniel Tosh would be a cool choice.
I think.
He'd be good.
Okay, so wait.
But so he's still hustling. So he's figuring, okay, well, if I can't get the late night shift, that show, I got The Voice, and I want The Voice to crush American Idol because that's Seacrest's gig.
Yeah.
And so I think
he hosts The Voice.
Yeah.
Carson Daly does?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, he's got so much fucking money.
Right. But he's not satisfied with the money. He wants the glory. Because if you remember, when TRL came out, he was the coolest dude.
Yeah.
Like, he knew all the
He
celebrities.
still is kind of the coolest dude
He's
in
not
that
cool but
he discovers indie bands and he shoots them the way he wants to shoot them and he does interviews the way he wants to do it.
Yeah, but
he's got a whole 100% artistic freedom on that show.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll bet he doesn't have any budget. And so they're just like, he has it. They'll give you, we'll let you do whatever you want for $75 an episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't have a budget for water.
Really?
No.
And so that's why he's out discovering indie bands, because he's
yeah.
not booking any real bands. And he's doing interviews the way he wants to do them because they won't pay for a studio. In my mind. I don't know.
God, that's so funny. I looked at it all as his...
No, but the way he lives, you're right.
Really?
Bert's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, the way he lives.
Like, with his...
Kids
is he
and
married?
everything.
Kids?
Yeah.
Does he live in Malibu? You don't have to tell me where he lives, but...
Pretty close.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Does
He's
he
a
have
bike rider.
does he have any of that bitterness in him? Tell me the truth.
I mean, yeah.
He does. He's still very career-oriented and competitive. Yeah. He is.
Oh, force.
Everyone's got that
Yeah,
in them
if you
somehow.
have it, you're done in L.A.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what's fucking my problem. I'm sitting there talking about... Did I tell you today on your show? I was like, the more eyes we get on Travel Channel, the better for all of us. And I'm sure every other host started as, great, promote my show during your show, sucker. Yeah. But I believe it. I genuinely believe that if, say, Mikey Rowe or Kevin Connolly or Andrew Zimmern or Adam Richman or Anthony Melchiori or Jordan Hembrow or any of those guys, if any of their shows blow the fuck up, then it just brings more people to the network. And the more people that go to the network, then all of a sudden my ratings raise. My ratings are already good. Like, they're already fucking good to get renewed. But if they go up, that's fucking better.
Yeah.
I feel like I should move out to LA.
Yeah.
I'm super competitive. That's probably why I put
Are you
all
really?
that on Carson. Yeah. Like,
Are you really?
I just described myself if I was in Carson Daly's position.
Seriously?
Just mad and trying to, yeah.
Why don't you come out to LA and we'll do a morning show together?
You want to do
Roland will book it.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, dude.
If you can get us, I can get us the meeting.
I can
You
get you.
can?
Yeah, you want to do this as our demo?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay.
I can get you. I can get you A-listers.
You can get
You
what?
will?
Yeah, you could.
And we'll be in
Easily.
LA, so
All right,
everybody's there.
Let's do our intro, okay? Ready?
Well, what's the name of the show?
Oh, the Bert and Sam show?
I can't get it.
No, it'd be BS. The BS show.
The BS.
Oh.
Ooh, that might be too on the nose. How about the Machine in Prime Time?
Yeah, because we got our nicknames already. Okay, well, then, all right. But who's going to lead it? You know what I mean?
You.
Okay. But
Yeah.
then why would it be Bert and Sam?
Because I'm the name.
Yeah, you are
Yeah.
the name.
So, like, you lead it. You lead it. I'll be, like, I don't know how the...
What about Sam and the Machine?
Sam and the Machine. No, because I gotta grow out of the machine. I gotta be Bert at some point in my fucking life. I don't want to be the love master.
All right, I think we're in similar positions.
Yeah.
That'd be like the Machine and Sam, from O&A.
Yeah, I like that. Sam from O&A and Bert from Travel Channel in the mornings. With Roland. Wake up, Roland. I fell asleep. Our first guest, Carson Daly. Carson, Sam thinks you're bitter. I think you're happy. What's the answer?
I'm happy. No, you're not, dude. I can tell you're not happy.
Fuck you guys. Fuck Seacrest. I'm out of here, bitches. Carson out.
Sam, why do you keep being mean to the guests? I just want them to like them. Bert.
Sam, fuck confrontation. I'm drinking. Pass me a growler. Why am I talking in this high-pitched voice?
Because it's morning radio.
Oh,
You got-
yeah. Oh, do you think we could do a morning radio show in LA?
I think so. I think... I mean, it would sound different than other morning radio shows, but I think that would be good.
Do you think we could do a commercial-free morning radio?
No, we can't. No, how would we know? Yes, we could, but nobody would give us any money for it.
You know,
No, I don't think so.
what if
That's
we?
why I'm leading this. I'd have to be like, all right, Bert, we're going to commercial. No, but I have something else to say.
I got another idea. Don't hang up.
Hang on, this story's about me.
Sam, talk about me. Hey, you'll hear a bunch of this. Ask me about the machine story again. Okay.
During the breaks, like,
Yeah.
hey, Sam, I know it was a great flow and everything, but I felt that the last break was a little Sam heavy. Don't you think we should get back to some more Bert? It is Bert and Sam, after all. People kind of want to hear more Bert stories, I think. Did we do the Van Wilder thing? Yes, Bert.
And I would love to do a show where anytime we brought in guests, we forced them to interview us. We have Ryan Gosling in studio. Ryan, what do you want to know?
Ryan, you ever wonder how we got here?
Ryan, Ryan.
We just start giving him like tidbits. Ryan, you know Bert. And he's like a party animal. He only slept with 6 women. Can you believe that? And then Ryan teaches, really, Bert? Why is that? Well, I'll tell you, Ryan.
The name of our show is called And These Are Your Guests. And so we bring in celebrities and they go, hey, this is Ryan Gosling on the Sam and Bert Show. My first 2 guests are Sam and Bert.
The show is called Ask Bert and Sam.
Yeah. So, have you guys been following this Obamacare? Next question.
Yeah, we're not getting political today.
I want to talk about charities. Boring.
Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? That's not how the show
That's not how the
works.
show works. You're the host. Clearly.
Guest host with Sam and Bert.
And you hear a paper slide across the table. The machine?
Oh, the
Since
machine.
you brought that up, did I mention when I was 22 I got mobbed with the Russian mafia? I wonder if anyone's going to find this as fun as we thought it was.
I think so.
I fucking have just had a blast.
So have I.
But I've drank a growler and a half with Roland.
What's up?
You still awake?
Sort of. I fall asleep everywhere.
Who's tomorrow's guest on O&A?
Tomorrow we don't have anybody. Just
Roland booked cheeseburgers. It's tomorrow's guest on O&A.
Seriously?
about food. Yeah, I love
You have
food.
cheeseburgers?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Roland, when he doesn't have a guest lined up, especially for a Friday show, he just finds a restaurant to bring food in.
Yeah.
The greatest fucking idea
It
in
is
the world.
because I fall asleep a lot. Though I fall asleep in meetings and everywhere.
Do you think you're narcoleptic?
I don't know. Like
Jimmy Kimmel's narcoleptic, and from what I understand, he takes Provigil, which is like that. Once again, I have no idea what I'm fucking saying.
Right.
I don't know what he takes, but I know that narcoleptics take Provigil, and if you take Provigil, it's like being on fucking fighter pilot speed. You got fighter pilot abilities all day long.
Wow.
Yeah, because we went to go see a Paul McCartney sound check, and I fell asleep.
Oh, that's what I was talking about when I was talking about the SiriusXM subscribers.
Yeah.
So it was either for 20 million or 25 million subscribers. They held a concert, Paul McCartney at the Apollo Theater. And the Apollo Theater is small. That's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And it was only like listeners could win tickets. And then they gave a whole bunch of tickets to celebrities who showed up. And that's the only – there was no buying tickets. It was just this intimate, crazy thing. And there were a few SiriusXM employees – like there was a raffle. And a few people got to go. At the last minute, like a day before or the day of or something, this guy who works for the boss walked around and goes – hey, Paul McCartney's doing a sound check, and we need some people in the audience. And so a handful of SiriusXM employees got to go down to the Apollo and watch Paul McCartney sound check, which is amazing. Roland is one of the guys who goes. He's sitting in the front row, and he fell asleep.
How did you fall asleep?
While McCartney is playing. Right in front of McCartney.
What did Paul McCartney notice?
Roland?
I think so because when I woke up, he like kind of gave me a look like asshole.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking would love to be there.
I did for New York Comic Con this year. I moderated the Christopher Lloyd Q&A panel, and so
For Back to the Future?
Yeah. Well, Christopher Lloyd was there, and it was really just a Q&A. So I was just there to kind of introduce him and move it along and say next question and blah blah blah. But I brought Roland along to video it. Because, I like to video everything.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I decided way back that Roland was going to be my cameraman. Like, I have him video all my stuff. And I don't know why. Because he's terrible with everything except booking guests.
Yeah.
But I looked down and I'm like, Roland, I'm going to give you a tripod because it's an hour long. It'll be easy.
I tape recorded Ben Bailey's first audition tape for Premium Blend.
Yeah.
And I didn't know to have a tripod, so I just took the camera and held it in my hand, and every time he had a funny joke, I'd laugh, and he'd see the camera shake, and he saw it. He was like, that fucking sucked. He's like, you've seen my act. And I was like, I thought it would be funnier if you heard me laughing.
I was trying to be a supportive friend.
Yeah, God, Ben, gosh.
So I look down and I'm moderating this panel, and poor Christopher Lloyd is up there answering questions about Back to the Future and all this stuff. And I look down at the front row, and behind my tripod is Roland passed out. Sitting in the front row, just like, and everyone's packed in because everybody wanted to see Christopher Lloyd because he's like a god at Comic-Con. And Roland is like this giant guy with a bunch of skinny nerds around him taking up a chair and a half. And he's just passed out in the front row.
What? How do you fall asleep so easily?
My body protects me. I don't know, just like
Your body. I'm sorry. What was that answer going to be? Your body protects you of what?
boredom.
Your body protects you from boredom. Roland, quick, hide!
We have meetings at work where management brings the staff in and says, "Oh, what are we working on this week, guys?"
Boring.
And we go around the room and everybody says, "Oh, I'm working on this. I'm working on that." And Roland multiple times, like the meetings, everybody's kind of talking, but we're just kind of all glancing over to Roland's seat because he's passed out.
That's fucking. Now wait, who's the here? Fill me up with a growler. We're gonna wrap this up soon, guys. I'll get you guys out of here. I know you guys have a fucking early call in the morning. So do I.
Yeah.
Fucking 6 a.m. What time do you have to be at work?
I have to be at work at 5,
Okay.
but I wake up at like 5 to 4.
What is who is the boss at Sirius?
Well, you know, we just got a new CEO. What's his name?
Something Meyer.
Yeah, Seth.
Jim Meyer or something?
Yeah.
I met a dude today. I wish I could remember his name. He was like a pretty big dude. He wore a necklace spectacle holder. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Steve Leeds?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in charge of talent booking.
Okay.
So there's there's Jim Meyer, who's the CEO, because Mel Karmazin left. And right under him is Scott Greenstein, who's I think the vice president of programming. And he's like, all the shows and all the talent and people go to him. Like when O&A are re-signing, their meetings would be with him. He's like, he's for all intents and purposes, he's the boss.
He's the guy that they would be theoretically nice to.
Theoretically, if it was any show besides O&A. Yes. And then as far as we go, right under him is a guy named Steve Blatter, who's in charge of our channel. Steve Blatter's the boss of the O&A channel.
Okay.
And then we interact with a guy
What's
named
on the O&A channel? Just
Opie
O&A,
Anthony,
Ron and Paul.
my show.
Or Paul and Ron. Ron
and Fez.
Oh, my God. Ron
Paul
and Fez.
and Ron.
Paul and Ron are in West Palm.
Yeah, so it's O&A, my show, Ron and Fez, and that's it during the week. And then the weekends, they run some podcasts. Actually, maybe we can get your podcast on.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. They run. They have a time.
I'll leave that in the air. See, like, yeah, I was like, yeah, definitely. You're like, yeah, well, look.
Well, I mean, I'm not. You know,
no, keep going.
It's not
Don't worry.
Sam
Don't
Roberts channel, but we're working on it.
Yeah.
And then on the weekends we have a podcast thing that cycles. Rogan's podcast gets aired every week. Like there's a slot just for him.
Yeah.
And then I do a live show on Sundays. But yeah, that's what's on the channel. So Steve Blatter's in charge. And then there's a guy named Gary who we kind of answer to. And
I saw a cool black dude in there, and I was automatically like, fucking Shady 45.
yeah.
Gotta be, right?
I would assume that's where most of the black people at Sirius work.
Yeah, Shady 45 or old school hip hop.
Hip Hop Nation.
Hip Hop Nation.
Yeah.
R&B.
Backspin.
Backspin is the one. Yeah, I'll throw on Backspin every now and then.
Although DJ Who Kid.
Yeah.
He's G Unit's DJ.
Yeah.
He's on my show all the time.
Really?
Yeah, he's pretty much my unofficial co-host because whenever he's in town and he's not in Dubai or Vegas or somewhere.
Love to be a fucking international DJ.
He's amazing.
I had a jog the other day where I just had the thought, everyone's a fucking DJ these days. Just kept thinking that.
See, like he's like the opposite of you because he doesn't have that many stories of him getting fucked up and doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
But he's got a story about fucking women. For any situation,
really,
and he's interacted with everybody you can imagine.
Brothers love running trains. The only thing I know is that the first two of my better black friends, I remember them. We were sitting at a like waiting to shoot a show, and the first thing they said is, "You ever run a train on a bitch?" And I went, "No, never." And they're like, "Oh, come on, man, you never done that?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." And I was with other white people that were distinctly never. If I could show you pictures of them, if you knew who they were, you'd be like, "They definitely haven't run trains either."
Yeah.
And they were like, and we were all just like appalled, like, "No." And then even the black chick that we were with was like, "Oh yeah, I had a cousin who'd let dudes run trains on all the time." I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
Choo choo.
One experience, and it changes the way you view an entire race. You're like, one experience, one person tells you one thing.
I know black guys.
Yeah, and then you're like, black guys love running trains.
I met one, and
yeah, one experience.
Who Kid loves coming on and insulting his wife. just talking about how much he hates his wife. I go, "You're married, right?" Who kid? He goes, "Yeah, man, but I cheat." And he's just
Fuck. I got a list. That's on Sundays live.
No, he does my after show.
He'll be on tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does my after show all the time.
Oh, fucking listen. I won't listen to that. I don't have it on my fucking phone.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, you can get it on demand on the app. Do you have SiriusXM's app?
Yeah, but I don't know my password and all that shit.
You got to get it. Maybe we could get you an internet subscription.
Yeah.
I know Roland earlier was offering you.
If you can get me something so that I can listen on my phone, I'll listen on my phone all the fucking time.
We can get you on free online.
Yeah,
we get you.
I would love that. I would love that because I would listen all the time.
I need more T-shirts. What's up?
Done. I can set you up. I can get you Cogs the Machine shirts.
T-shirts.
I can get you hooked up.
Nice.
Yeah, the app is awesome because not only can you listen live, but now you can listen to all the shows on demand.
That's it.
So like the day of.
Roland, please get on that. I want
Right
that.
now.
I will fucking. That would be so great. There's nothing better than a fucking slow afternoon, and you fucking throw on O&A, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
All right. I guess that's the end of the podcast.
O&A is a great show.
Do you guys have anything you want to promote?
Yeah, sure. I was talking about my podcast.
Hour and 55 minutes. By the way, I totally forgot to upload my podcast this week, and it's Thursday. Did you see my lucky eyelash, by the way?
No.
You want to see this? This is insane. So take a look. You see the eyelash growing out?
Yeah. Where?
Right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Isn't that crazy?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's my lucky eyelash.
You have to protect it.
I get it every now and then. Yeah, I got to protect it from fucking strangers who want to pluck it out.
So you didn't upload your podcast this week?
No, I got to upload it tonight.
Yeah, I don't do one every week. Sometimes it's every other week. So
You got to do it every week.
You do, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you the benefit. I did 2 last week and 2 the week before, and my subscription, the amount of people that downloaded it, every day was twice what my average rating is, and the days that I dropped them was double that as well. So hypothetically say I got 5 downloads a week.
Yeah.
5 downloads on the average day, 10 downloads on the day I dropped my podcast.
Okay.
Well, when I did doubles, I got 20 downloads on the day I dropped it, and my average was 10. So like, you know how your Libsyn numbers spike?
Yeah.
Mine just stayed up, and I was like, I got to go do 2 a week. But the problem is I got to get 2 talents a week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do. You will have heard this already. I will drop Chris Gore tonight because I'm in New York. And then next week, I think I will do you and Bobby together, back to back. And then after that, I'll do Amy Schumer and I think Pete Holmes, maybe, or Red Grant, which is one of my black friends.
You have more than one black friend. That's
It's
amazing.
the same dude.
Oh, yes, it's him.
Same guy. I wish I hadn't said that now.
Yeah, no.
He toured with Cat Williams. Him and Donnell Rollins were my 2 black friends.
3 black people.
I wish I hadn't said their fucking names, but I'll ask Red about running trains, and I know he'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I got a wife and kid. Turn this shit off. I'm just dying to hear him talk about Cat because I know him really well. He introduced me to black people in general in the sense of living in L.A., in that he took me down to Compton to play golf one day, and it was a different experience than I'd ever had playing golf. It was like black dudes shout shit at each other when they're putting. Like it's the black culture, but on a golf course. It was really neat, really interesting. Because I grew up in country clubs playing golf, where it was silent. You don't speak. I mean, you go out on a golf course, it is silent. You hear 4, and that's it. But you hear, "Watch out, motherfucker! Ball! Oh, shit's gonna hit a motherfucker right now! Oh shit! No, he didn't!" Like it is, and that isn't even a joke. That is really like, "Miss it, motherfucker! Miss it! I got $20 on this shit!" Like that's how they play golf. So, but I got introduced to that going to a Jack in the Box in Compton. And I got so nervous ordering at Jack in the Box because they were yelling at me. And Red's like, "You got to understand, man, that's just the way we communicate." And I was like, "You got to understand, that makes me scared."
Yeah.
Like that interaction that's happening with this woman at Jack in the Box, I should be in control. I should be going, "This is what I want." But she's like, "Up next, motherfucker, order, motherfucker, order." And you're like, "Hey, never mind, Diet Coke." Diet Coke? What the fuck, you fat fuck? What are you doing on a diet? Like, it was, and so Red, so I'm dying to have him on my podcast.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll do it soon. But,
Yeah.
and I want to talk about Cat Williams.
You don't want to talk
I
about
do.
Oh, yeah.
He's good friends with Cat.
Yeah.
But I was obsessed with Cat. Cat stand-up. Oh, black comics define my stand-up somewhat to an extent. Bernie Mac, Black Cat Williams. I love watching, like, old cuts of, like, Def Jam.
Well, they're the storytellers.
Maybe that's the connection. I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cat Williams is a great storyteller.
Yeah.
Fucking Bernie Mac. You ever see his Def Jam where he comes out and he goes, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. You ever seen it?
No, that's how he starts?
Okay. This is how we'll end it because this is the best set of comedy I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm telling you, if I could have this on my reel, this is one of those. This is the Bill Burr moment in Philly.
Uh-huh.
Best sets of comedy I've ever seen. Bill Burr's set in Philly, Bernie Mac's set. Because the crowds were unruly. So Hamburger Jones goes up before Bernie Mac. And Hamburger Jones is not from, I guess maybe isn't from New York. He's doing Def Jam, and he bombs. He bombs hard as shit. The dude that went before Hamburger Jones bombs even fucking harder. Hamburger Jones eats a dick, and Martin Lawrence comes out. I think it's Martin Lawrence. I want to say it is. Martin Lawrence comes out and is like, listen, you New York motherfuckers need to take it easy on these guys. Like this is their shot. This is their shot. Bernie Mac's up next. I want to fucking pull it up. I want to pull up the audio. It's that fucking
You want to
great.
play it?
It is one of those moments in stand-up that it's the Bill Burr moment. It's Bill Burr's moment of Bernie Mac. I guess. Yeah. What, Def Jam? Death? Nope.
Bernie Mac's death.
So he comes out, and the crowd is fucking unruly. It's old school fucking like black heckling, and they didn't give a fuck. Now this is his chance to make it big. He's from Chicago, and they've booed the first two dudes off stage. You can skip the ad in 5 seconds. Don't worry, I will.
Don't
3,
worry. I got
2,
you.
1. Okay, skip ad. And I'm sorry, everyone. Don't complain. We've been drinking, and this is inspirational, and just enjoy this. So, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. So, this is the thing. This is a stand-up. They've booed everybody, okay?
Okay.
He's from Chicago, Illinois, and stand like motherfucking coffee. Stand like motherfucking coffee. Give it up.
Now, this is a wild crowd. Do you hear it okay?
Yeah.
Now, DJ Kid is up on the turntables. And he's dancing right now.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press. I ain't coming for no foolishness. In New York, goddamn it, y'all motherfucking women look good. Y'all like a bacon and egg sandwich, look good. And I love sex. I love it. Can't do shit no more. And I'm blessed.
He's talking about his dick. I'm big boned it.
I'm big boned. I'm heavy structure. I'm hung low. If I pull my shit out, this whole room get dark.
And then he goes, kick it! And DJ Kid starts playing the music, and he starts dancing. And then he goes,
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
now he's got him, right? Now, at that moment...
And he controls them.
And he controls them. He keeps saying, he tells a joke. He goes, girl comes up to me in the store. She says, Bernie, Mac, can I ask you a question? Does pussy taste like pumpkin pie? He goes, bitch, I ain't never had no pumpkin pie. Kick it! And the kid plays a dum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-ba, and then he goes, cut that shit. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. And at the end, you have dudes in jumpsuits doing jumping jacks in the front row, slapping. It is the fucking most inspirational bit of stand-up I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
And when you hear the story from the dudes who were there, they were like, the fucking crowd was unruly. They were fucking, the second Hamburger Jones came out, they were like, fuck you. And Bernie Mac just came out, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Oh, it's fucking one of the
amazing.
greatest. I love that bit of stand-up. I'll
That's
tell you right now.
amazing.
All right. So
Well,
that's, what?
promoting.
What do you want to promote?
Notsam.com.
Yes.
And that's where my podcast is. Although nobody listens to my podcast.
How many subscribers do you have? Be honest.
I mean,
Like how many downloads have you had total?
total from the beginning? I don't know how many total. I mean, it's over 1,000, but it's not like
Yeah.
it's not good.
No, it's, you know what? It'll get bigger. You know what, guys? This is the thing. It's like we said, the mics, the brokenness of a podcast, it makes it perfect. It makes it precious.
Yeah.
And that's the thing you want. And when you talk to your cat, it's precious.
I have like this small group of people who listen to every podcast, and I love those people. Like, I love that they listen to the podcast because it's like you said, it's just there's nothing except for me and a microphone plugged into my computer.
I think you're I think I got to be honest with you. I have a fun time talking to you. I feel like when we do a podcast, it's really fun. Wouldn't you say, Roland? I think we have the three of us today have had a good time on on XM Comedy and on this. This has been a fun fucking.
I enjoy hearing you guys.
Oh, it was fun.
I like talking to you. I like talking to a lot of people. I'm having more guests on this year on my podcast.
Well, I'll co-host with you anytime you want.
Well, you're in LA all the time.
Yeah, well, that's I'm
gonna.
yeah, we'll do a Skype podcast, but I want a time delay, so I'm always 2 seconds behind everybody.
Like
Good joke, Bobby.
I'm starting the next story, and you're like, oh, good one, Sam.
Good one, Sam. Wait, did I tell you the machine story yet?
I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna try to get out to LA this year.
I'm telling you, I put this offer out there. If you come out to LA, we can co-host my podcast in my man cave, and right now everyone's going to make the decision on whether or not they want that. Hopefully everyone wants that because I enjoy being around you. Yeah. But we'll co-host it out of my man cave, and we'll get in some guests, and you can do the hosting, and I'll do the co-hosting.
And if people don't like this one, will you tell me, Sam, you don't need to get the plane tickets?
Yeah, if people don't like this one, I'll tell you what, guys. You can email him and tell him whether or not he should buy the plane ticket at notsam on Twitter.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, just be very casual. Sam, check out kayak.com. Or just be like, look, all the travel sites are down, big guy.
Don't even worry about it, bro.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
It's super expensive.
I heard there's big delays out of New York and the weather's bad in LA. Stay in Westchester.
It's not good. Yeah, you'll be like,
send him bad travel statistics.
You'll be like, dude, I got so many downloads on the podcast you did with me. I'll be like, great, and I'll check the downloads on my podcast. Stagnant. Okay, well, I guess I know which half they were listening to.
Oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. Okay. Roland, do you want to promote anything?
Yeah, my Instagram at Orlandos99 and my Twitter.
You and I were fucking liking everything back and forth for a long period, and then Instagram started owning all our pictures, and I was like, done with Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what, Roland? And his stupid Instagram, he's always looking for credit on his dumb pictures when people repost them, except he posted this picture. He went to a Bruce concert, and Chris Christie, the governor from New Jersey, was there. Bruce.
Oh, Bruce. I thought you said a Bruce concert. And I was like, I don't know them.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen. And Governor Christie was there. And he fell asleep at the concert. Mm-hmm. And this became a story because somebody that Roland knows sent him a picture. And then Roland posted that picture on his Instagram and his Twitter and his Facebook. And then all of a sudden this picture ended up everywhere. And the picture was on GMA. And it was all over the place. And
from your Facebook, your Instagram.
Yeah, Twitter.
And Roland, Mr. always trying to get credit and trying to promote his Instagram, he shut all of his social networks down because he got scared.
Are you serious?
Well, I didn't realize he was running for president or something. I was like, what?
He shut down his Twitter and his Instagram and his Facebook page. He shut it all down.
Yeah, GMA, it's they talk about me being a Democratic radical.
Oh, are you serious?
Chris Christie calls me the Joker.
But everything was shut down. He was like,
delete. Oh my God.
And then he waited weeks until nobody cared about the story, and then
posted a, guys, this is Roland. I sincerely apologize for my activity on social media networks.
It had no impact on any of his followers because he shut everything down as soon as everything got
I had Chris Christie did 3 press conferences on the picture.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm amazed at how people will shoot themselves in the foot with Twitter and all that shit and just put shit out there and then be panicked. I've seen people try to ruin their careers on Twitter. I go, stop. People read this.
Then you're like, I got hacked.
Yeah, I got hacked. Yeah. Oh, sorry I said that about.
Yeah.
I thought this was a fun site.
Yeah. I got scared.
Roland, you have nothing to be scared of.
I was like,
other than sleep apnea.
Yeah. It happens.
All right, so notsam.com.
And Not Sam on Twitter.
And Not Sam on Twitter. Roland, what's your Twitter? Roland99?
Rolandos99.
Rolandos99. And you can hear them commenting on most of the days on O&A.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for the Growlers.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, of course.
I appreciate it.
Bye.